Who Dat family, check out the Pro Shop. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform stores where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. Check out the Pro Shop and Who Dat Nation. TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, and even the top-flight boxing news. So if you're a Who Dat and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who Dat in all of us.
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. Number one sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons. We won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies in the vets, players you should look at. It's the sports coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game, party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Payton, New Orleans, Who Dat Nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the sports coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Just a couple of announcements. Past physical and guys that are moving off the non-football injured list would be PJ Williams and Derek Kelly. We added Tommy Lee Lewis to the active roster, currently at 90. Any questions?
Just overall work today.
I thought it was decent. I thought we had to battle through, obviously, the heat, and maybe not quite as crisp as yesterday, but look at the film and get a better chance to see it.
Sean, Nicky said the other day that all three of those guys will be back soon. Is Will still expected back in the next couple
Say that again?
Will Lutz, is he expected back?
Yeah. We're just being smart. I don't expect it to be much longer than 3 days, but we're just being mindful of his groin and I don't want it to become something that starts lagging.
So when you say it wasn't quite as crisp as yesterday, is that kind of just a mental thing where guys got to work?
Come out here and shoot, instead of being in 72 degrees, you're in 102 degrees. So, but that's part of training camp.
How would you characterize Marcus Davenport's production up to this point in his career, and what are you hoping for this season?
Look, it's been up and down based on his health a little bit. He's had really good moments and times where we've been really encouraged, and we're really encouraged with him. The key is staying healthy and being available. I think he's had a good off season. He's healthy, and I'm pleased with that room and the development overall of that room. So anxious to see how he does this year. It'll be an important year for him.
I know it's early in training camp, obviously, but what kind of progress have you seen from Marquez Callaway?
Well, look, this camp wouldn't be the proper evaluation, but last season would be. I mean, he played a pretty significant role for us, down the stretch when we had some injuries, and I felt like he kind of came into his own a little bit. And you saw him in each of those games towards the end of the season, gaining confidence, playing well. Now early on, he's doing the same thing, but I think we saw growth last year, and I'm encouraged with where he's at.
Sean, you lost a couple of big pieces from your coaching staff in the offseason. For the most part, you just rearranged responsibilities. Talk about the confidence in the guys you have and the importance of hiring guys who are versatile.
Yeah, we've been fortunate to have good continuity, guys that have been here a long time, and then when you have success, you're going to lose good coaches. And I can remember Mr. Benson once visiting with me about we had a number of coaches interviewing, and I said, hey, just let's be more focused or worried when no one's interested in any of our guys. They're all guys that we'll pull for. We think that will do good jobs at other spots. And look, then we really look closely at filling the spot. If it's a qualified candidate from within that we feel confident in, we were able to make some of those moves, and then we also hired outside. So each time it's a little bit different. You're looking for the best fit, but that's part of it.
Sean, what are some of the things you're evaluating when you have two punters?
Look, part of it is being smart with the legs, but you're looking at young talent. It's not that you just have two punters. You found a second one that you think's got ability, and you watch him today. That it was a little boom or bust when he was kicking, but when it was boom, it was pretty good. So it's not like you set out to say, hey, it has to be this amount. It's only that amount if you feel like you have another candidate that you want to develop. So overall, though, it's a little bit easier position to grade than some, right? I mean, you got the stats that go behind it, the hang time, the consistency, but more of it is developing another good young player.
Sean, what is your take on a guy like Noah Spence? I mean, he's a veteran now. Is it just a matter of him being healthy so you can evaluate?
Well, he's coming off obviously a significant injury, and then finding that spot. What does he do well? And let's try to get him snaps. We know he can rush the passer. Can he help us in the kicking game? How does he get to 20, 25 snaps? That's important.
That's Coach Payton chiming in on his thoughts on today's camp. Big ups to the Great Saint Think Tank. Appreciate you guys being on the live stream. Big ups to the fam. Much love to the Great Saint Think Tank. Big ups to the fam. Appreciate y'all being in this installment of Friday's edition of TGI Friday. Big ups to the family members. Camp edition as the camp is underway. Big ups to the fam. Day 2 observations. Much love to you guys. Appreciate you being in the building. Like I've been saying for some time now, welcome, welcome, welcome. You're now rocking with the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys, where we have intense, entertaining, educating, and enlightening sport talk from your favorite sports family. I'm Big Q, the host, and you're the Great Saint Think Tank, the Who Dat Nation, the Black and Gold Nation, and I salute you. Much love to the fam. Big ups to the fam in this edition, Friday edition of the Coma, and we'll be coming at you guys live. So big ups to the family members. Appreciate y'all all being in the field. Big ups to you. Darrell is in the building as well. Big ups. Shedrick, who that to you? Torres Shepard Sr., who that to you? Big ups to the fam. Brother Byron's in the building. Who that to you? All right. No, fam. It's all good, fam. It's all good. All right. Appreciate the concern, though. Brian Pearson, who that to you? Gabriel Thomas, who that to you? Fam, much love to you as well. Ja Williams, who that to you? Trey Joseph. Big ups to you, Trey. Who that to you? What's up, Rudy? Who that to you, Mike? Who that to the rest of the fam, man? Much love to you. What's up, Clarence? Who that to you, my brother? Appreciate you being here as well. True Louisiana Animal, who that to you? Josh Goat 23. Who that to you? Big ups to the fam, man. All right, Mike said the Saints are they're going to be fine. We have the running back talent to make up for Thomas' absence. Jameis has the arm strength for the play action pass. Yeah, a lot of things to go over in this installment of the Sports Coma. I'm going to go over a few things with the family members. And, of course, I won't hold you guys for an extenuating long show because I will be returning for a Saturday stream as well as camp is starting. So you'll notice some of the Saturday streams coming back as well. So big ups to the fam, man. Much love to you guys. Brother Jerry, who that to you? Rodney, what's up, Rodney? Who that to you, fam? Big ups to you. Appreciate you being up in this thing. Who else we got to welcome? Dr. Key. What's up, Dr. Key? Who that to you, my brother? Good to see you in the chat. What's up, Slim South? Big ups to your fam as well. Much love. Who else we got chiming in up in this thing? Let's see. Sean, what's up, Sean? Big ups, fam. Big ups to brother Sean as well, chiming in up in this thing. Robert, what's up, Robert? Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you being in the building as well. And who else we got? What's up, Teal? My dog Teal is in the building. What's up, Teal? My dog Teal. Who that to you, Teal? All right, Farouk Obasi. What's up, Farouk? Big ups to you, fam. Appreciate you being in the live stream as well, my friend. All right, who else we got to thank up in here, man? J Rock. J Rock's in the building. What's up, J Rock? Big ups to your fam as well. Do I have to play the theme music? Do I have to play the theme music for you know who? He's back in the building. And that's been an ongoing theme, fam. Robert says, Big Q, you're right about the evil genie. I know, didn't I told you, stop asking for stuff. You better be specific or he gonna punish you, that evil genie. All right, Lamar, what's up, fam? Who that to you as well? Big ups to the fam. Jose, what's up, Jose? Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you. What's up, Sergeant King, also known as KK 504404. Lady is in the building as well. Big ups to you, fam. Appreciate you being on live stream. Big Herb's in the building. What's up, Big Herb? How you doing, fam? And my ninja is in the building. Big ups to you. What's up, Will? Will Dickerson in the building. Big ups to you, brother Will. And good to see the ice. What's up, Ice Cream Man? Ice Cream Man 504. How you been, fam? Much love to you. Appreciate you being here. Ramsey, what's up, Ramsey? Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you being in the building as well. Be Kind is in the building. What's up, fam? DeWright, what's up, brother? DeWright's in the live stream as well. Much love to the family members. And if you didn't hear your name, give me a who that, and I'll give you a who that back. A lot of people that's new to the Coma don't understand. Man, why Q go through the whole roster before he talk about football? Because it's all about the great Saint think tank and the Who Dat Nation, baby. So I got to give you guys much love before I start talking that black and gold stuff, man. It's just how I do things. It's to show appreciation to the family members. So we opened the show with Coach Payton chiming in with his thoughts on it. And the team, man, a lot of people kind of up in arms about things that's been going on with the team and everything. And I just want everybody just to take a deep breath and relax on this thing, man, because the reality at the end of the day is that we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. And people say, Q, I love your optimism. I appreciate that, by the way, family. I want to give a shout out to one of the family. I can't see the comment now, but I will give a shout out to him about optimism. Listen, the black and gold go through stuff. This is nothing new, fam. We go through stuff every year. It's the same thing. And people were throwing the, having issues last year when Drew Brees said what he said. Every offseason we have issues. We do. Think about it. Go back into your great Saint think tank collective and think about it. We have it every year. And every year we come out and we overachieve. And this is no different. And we missing a few people. Yes, indeed. But I have no reason to think that the Saints won't have players. Or they have, I believe in the Saints' depth. When a lot of people say, no, you need to go get somebody. No, we got somebody. We got a couple of people. You might not know their names, but you give them opportunity, you will know their names. So big up. What's up, 504 Hot Boy? What's up, fam? Good to see you in the chat as well. And big ups to the rest of the family members as well. Much love to you guys. I appreciate you. Please feel free to hit upon the like button. All right. Feel free to hit the like button, family. Do me a service and hit the like button. Also subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Please feel free to hit the like button as well. So we got a lot to talk about, family. We're going to go over a few training camp observations for day 2 that was going on. And, of course, we're going to talk about one guy in particular that is back, and it's Tommy Lee Lewis. Tommy Lee Lewis is back. And, of course, it's just what it is, fam. Sometimes you just got to run things, man, and you got to understand, bro, that sometimes the Saints running back.
Here's what's awesome about being
instead of having, going out and get another wide receiver or somebody that can help you, we bring Tommy Lee back into the fold, man. It's just what it is, man. And Tommy Lee telling you like PJ Williams and Ken Crawley told you that what? Oh, let me do that again. Tommy Lee is back, family. Y'all put y'all hands together, man. Come on. For Tommy Lee, man, he's back. Come on. Come on. Put your hands together, man. Tommy Lee is, that's right, he back. Don't be mad. And I don't know if Austin Carter, but he might be, Tommy Lee, it's the same thing, fam. We bringing them all back. Put y'all hands together for Tommy Lee. That's right. Tommy Lee back, baby. Like it or not, he in the building. Tommy Lee, Jerry Lewis is in the building, fam. Tommy Lee, Jerry Lewis is in the goddamn building. Let me tell you something, family. If you don't like it, tough, you know what is. You know, that's just gonna have to be, man. We just can't seem to get nobody else's number, fam. But let's get into, we're gonna save Tommy Lee for another time. Let's get into some news notes tonight. We're gonna cover right here on this one, fam. But just wanted to give y'all a little taste, let y'all know that Tommy Lee is back, baby. Aren't you excited, baby? Aren't you excited, baby? That Tommy Lee is back, baby. All right, Saints Day 2 observations. Chris Hogan leaps for Jameis Winston's pass, boomer bust with punts. And we told you about, these are a few of the news notes and items that been going on at camp. Is covered by Amy. For the first time in 2 years, fans were welcomed back to the Sports Performance Center for the Saints training camp, and it was a hot one. You better believe it. Today was a boiling one. And we ain't even hit August yet, man. After spending the first day of training camp inside, the Saints moved outside for the second of 3 sessions of helmets and jerseys. They'll put on full pads on Monday. Now, participation. 2 players were absent Friday. Cornerback Pale Grant Haley, as we call him, and rookie tight end Dylan Soner. Haley's absence is for personal reasons, unclear at this time, which I was reading something about Haley's absence about a family member, and it was very sad, man. So my condolences to that brother, man, and during his absence dealing with his family members, man. Wow. And then good news, the Saints got back both defensive back PJ Williams and tackle Derek Kelly from the non-football injury list. Kicker Will Lutz, who remains on the list, will be present but not participating. Coach Payton said Lutz is likely not too far behind. We're just being smart, Coach Payton said. I don't expect it to be much longer than 3 days, but we're just being mindful of his groin. Star defensive end Cam the Man Jordan was present and went through stretches but didn't participate after that. This is not something to be worried about. In the past, he's been on some load management during his training camp, and this is very true. Now, the Taysom versus Jameis, quarterback Taysom again took the first team reps for the Saints with Taysom Hill took the first team reps with the Saints with Jameis Winston taking reps with the twos. Payton said Friday the Saints worked through the same install for the first and second days of practice and will change things up Saturday, so it's likely that Winston will get reps with the starters sometime soon. Now, the note from the editor says, we're giving this position battle much more space. The other writer, which is Luke Johnson, focused on Winston and Hill on Friday, charting all of their throws, and she makes that story. So, in other quarterback takeaways, veteran Trevor Siemian had a few standout plays in the few third-team reps he took Friday. The good rep during the second set of full-team drills, he hit tight end Ethan Wolf on a corner route for 20 yards. Not so good, he dropped the snap on the last rep of the final team period. Rookie quarterback Ian Book had a few impressive passes Friday. The best of the bunch came during the second team period when he was under pressure, but found veteran receiver Chris Hogan, who dove to make the catch on a 15-yard crossing route. Nickelbacks, how about that? After working on the base defense Saturday, the Saints' coverages Friday were out of the nickel package modified. 2 linebackers, 5 DBs. Safety Chauncey Gardner-Johnson reprised his starting nickel role after taking reps with the second team at safety Thursday. And even veteran cornerback Patrick Robertson got the starting reps at cornerback for the second straight day. The rest of the secondary starters remain the same, with Lattimore at cornerback, Marcus Williams and Malcolm Jenkins at safety. As far as the second team reps were concerned, rookie third-round pick Paulson Adebo got some work at the outside cornerback and in the slot. How about that? Linebackers where things change up, of course, Demario Davis was in on all first team reps as usual, but next to him was second round pick Pete Werner. So how about that? Defensive shuffle. There was a small change at the defensive line Friday with Jordan not participating. In his place was rookie first round pick Peyton Turner and veteran defensive lineman Tanu Passanio. On the interior, David Onyemata and Shai Tuttle again got reps with the starters. Rookie punter Nolan Cooney had a few impressive punts doing the punt work and some that were not so hot. It was a little boom or bust when he was kicking, but when it was boom, it was pretty good, said Coach Payton of Cooney. Second year punter Blake Gillikin punted Thursday, though. That was inside and mostly went off the Raptors. Yeah, that guy has a hell of a leg. For 4 players working on the punt return games, all-pro punt returner was Deonte Harris, second-year receiver Marquez Callaway, Tulane product Jalen McCleskey, and undrafted rookie speedster Aesop Winston Jr. Now, the player of the day, according to Amy, during the second set of team drills, veteran receiver Chris Hogan made a leaping catch to reel in the 15-yard reception from Jameis Winston. Winston's pass was a little off mark, causing Hogan to need to jump in the air to snag it, but it was quite the heater. So there you go, Hogan catching passes from Winston and, passes as well from Ian Book. Up next, the Saints return to practice field in helmets and jerseys Saturday. That's why the Coma will be on Saturday as well, watching it go down, baby. So, like I said, this upcoming, I think it's next week that I'll be making an appearance at the Saints. I'll be going down there. What was it? Not this, I think next Friday. I'll make sure just to let the family members know. But anyway, I'll be reporting from down there. Anyway, but the Saints Day 2 observations, that's what it looked like, just to brief the family members on it. And what's intriguing, of course, you see Hogan, who does have a pair of hands and can block and is a smart wide receiver. That's how he was able to meander through the NFL for as much of the time that he has. But at the end of the day, the whole group needs to step up. And you have injuries and things occurring, so you expect the Saints to also, bring in a few more people. I wouldn't be surprised if you see a few people, because during training camp, you're going to see some injuries occur. You're going to see some more camp bodies. There's always movement in the camp. So expect to see some more people coming in and out this joint sooner or later. All right, fam, let's keep it moving as we get to the next story, which is this one from Tommy Lee Lewis making his return. Are you excited, family? You can be honest with me. You can tell me. I ain't going to tell nobody. I know you're excited to see Tommy Lee Lewis back with the squad. I know y'all. Yeah, I know y'all. I know you are. I know y'all. You don't have to pretend. You could keep it real with me. I ain't gonna tell nobody else. We ain't gonna tell. But Tommy Lee is back, family. He's back with the black and gold once again. And when you see PJ Williams come back, please know that it was going to be the same. Tommy Lee got something on Peyton, but I tell you, Saints resigned Tommy Lee Lewis again, clear Derek Kelly and PJ Williams to practice. Why they had to be in the same byline? What the hell going on? Stop if you heard this before, but New Orleans Saints have re-signed Tommy Lee Lewis. The 5th-year wide receiver has an on and off again relationship with the team, but a recent spat of injuries and suspensions have brought him back to New Orleans yet again. Saints coach Sean Payton announced Lewis's return in his post-training camp press conference on Friday, and what you guys did hear there. You did hear Coach Payton say that as I opened the show with him. Now, expect Lewis to compete for a backup role to Deonte Harris, who's off-field or off-season DUI arrest could sideline him for a few weeks during the regular season. And now we're going to cover that story in a minute. Now, Lewis has appeared in the lineup sporadically over the years, primarily on special teams as a returner on punts and kickoffs. Though he has seen his share of gadget plays, unfortunately, his most memorable moment was in, of course, the game where he, you know that. I ain't going to even go over that. Because the Saints have a few roster spots still available, they won't have to release anyone just to make room for Lewis. It's possible that further free agent trials or even underwhelming practice prompt the team to shuffle the bottom of the depth chart. But for now, Lewis' addition brings them to 89 of 90 roster spots needing to be filled. They've got room for one more player with one more than $11 million to burn. Additionally, Coach Payton said that both Derek Kelly and PJ Williams passed their physicals and will begin practicing with the team after starting training camp on the non-football injury list. Kelly has to earn his spot among the other backups, while Williams faces real competition at the dime spot in the secondary.
he and veteran free agent pickup Brian Poole must outplay some younger teammates for snaps at the team's sixth defensive back position. Payton added that Will Lutz remains out while the Saints take a patient approach to a minor injury. They haven't signed a replacement kicker, so he isn't expected to sit out much longer, which is a telltale sign, to be honest with you, that eventually you would see some of these guys, if there was really a long situation or injury related to Will Lutz. Of course, you would then see replacement guy, whether it's Blair that came on with the Saints. Remember, they had Blair here for a little bit as well, as the Saints were dealing with the injuries. But anyway, let me just show the family members some shots of what happened down at training camp. And here it is right here. And this is from the Saints Wire. You can see that's Coach Payton looking focused, walking up there. Of course, Taysom Hill handing the ball over to the best running back in football, Alvin Kamara. It's the old ball coach right there. Taysom and Jameis taking reps right there. And there go AK again. And there go Demario Davis on the prowl. All right. You see it right there. Deonte Harris. Well, a lot of people is upset with Deonte Harris, man. But don't be too upset with the kid, man. A lot of pressures come with these guys. Some people don't always handle it well, man. You wouldn't believe. All right, Jameis Winston again. Taysom Hill is there as well. Tyron Armstead looking happy like he revving up a bike. And, and of course you see right there, that's Ian Book right there, and with the number 16 Joe Montana jersey on. All right, and of course you see Trevor Siemian making the throw. Book right there as well, trying to show off a little bit. That's Callaway, Marquez Callaway doing his thing. Coach Payton once again, Jameis with the throw. And of course, they got a lot of shots of Coach Payton as Jameis. Taysom talking right there as well. Kamara having a little fun. That's Jalen McCleskey, JJ's son. And a lot of pictures of the rest of them. That's Book again. And that's Chauncey Gardner-Johnson talking mess. Hopefully he doesn't incite a fight. All right. He's saying, man, I got this much attitude. All right. And, of course, you see Kamara on the run. So this is pretty much some of the pictures from training camp today for the family members, just to get share that with you guys. All right, fam. So the next article we're going to roll in, of course, is not so much of a positive article as we'll go into the Deonte Harris's article. We'll talk a little bit about with Deonte Harris. A lot of people still upset about young man Harris, man, what he did. But let's get into it, man. Let's go over the article and see what's going on. He will miss some time, though. I promise you that much. Saints wide receiver Deonte Harris was arrested for DUI on July the 16th. Saints wide receiver Deonte Harris has had previous unreported arrests for driving under the influence of alcohol on July the 16th. Harris was arrested in Maryland at 1:27 a.m. on July the 16th, according to Nick Underhill. Players who get a DUI was usually suspended for 2 games. That could be particularly costly for Harris, who's expected to get additional playing time early this season with Mike Thomas recuperating from an ankle surgery. Now, the 5'6", 670-pound Harris is one of the NFL's smallest players, but most explosive players. As an undrafted rookie in 2019, was chosen first-team All-Pro as a return man. Last year, you got more playing time at wide receiver and had 20 catches for 186 yards, plus 6 carries for 51 yards. So Deonte Harris is definitely going to miss a couple games with the Saints. You had that with Marshawn Lattimore, who probably will miss 2 games as well. I say 2, luckily 1. You'll see him, and they hadn't said anything about that, but they will, trust and believe. David Onyemata missing 6 games due to PEDs, which he was supposed to release information. It was not an unknown time frame in which this was supposed to occur, but if he does test supplements that he was taking and attempt to prove that it came from one of these supplements, the idea is that you turn it into the NFL, and perhaps they drop the suspension amount from what could be 6 to 3, and that would kind of prove that he unknowingly took certain substances. But that's relying on Goodell, that he decides to do that when you know that Goodell is a guy that hates the Saints. Now, we all know that, and that's just a statement of fact. He despises the Saints, and any chance he gets to hammer you, he will hammer you. That's why we shouldn't give a piece of garbage like that any ammunition to do it. And of course, with the final article to go over with the Black and Gold Nation, of course, the Saints are turning to add some players as coaching interns. Former Saints starters Jermon Bushrod and Sterling Moore will join the Saints staff as coaching interns. How about that? Now, two new familiar faces are patrolling the sidelines in New Orleans Saints training camp: Jermon Bushrod and Sterling Moore, who each played for the club before hanging up their cleats. Both former Saints players have returned to join Coach Payton's staff as coach interns this summer. Bushrod, who's 36, last played for the Saints in 2018 after spending a few years with the Bears and Dolphins before he took the detour. He helped the Saints win the Super Bowl as a starting left tackle and was teammates with Zach Strief, now the New Orleans assistant offensive line coach, which I'm really excited about. And Moore, who's 31, joined the Saints secondary from 2016 to 2017. The cornerback played 7 different. I mean, he was a smart player, but boy, he had zero speed. The cornerback played for 7 different NFL teams in his 8-year career. He was also signed by teams in the short-lived AFF, rebooted XFL, and though now his focus is on coaching, he will work with new defensive backs coach Chris Richard. How about that? It's cool to see former players continue their football careers with a turn to coaching in New Orleans. Here's hopefully they both find ways to help the team moving forward. Bushrod most certainly will. Bushrod was a very good tackle for the Saints. Whatever he can give some of these young players would definitely help them big time. And Sterling Moore was a guy that was not known for his athleticism, but his intelligence. He was a really intelligent player, but I think these guys will definitely help. Zach Strief is really big to go down to the Saints offensive line as well. And they add to another great cast of coaches. And like I said, and I'm just saying this because I'm a black and gold man, I think the Saints have the best assistant coaches in the business. I'm just going to keep it real. We have the best coaches in the business. Our D-line coaches is hella, our coaches, period, all top-notch and excellent. That's why you see a lot of good talent. Undrafted guys step up and have real crucial roles for teams and the depth. And when you see depth chart pieces, second, third level players moving up into the rankings and filling in when injuries occur and having production, not just as an individual, but as a group, man, that's all due to coaching and the coaches being able to capture or grasp the concepts and to relay it to the players in a way where they're picking it up. And then not only that, but implementing it on the field of play, which is big. That's a part of the learning process. And I'm absolutely ecstatic about it, man, to be honest with you. So with that being said, fam, that's going to be some of the articles that I cover. I'm going to now impress upon the family members to join the live stream. So I'm going to drop a link in the chat. We'll be going until about 8:40 or something around there, but I'm going to be abruptly shutting the stream down around about 8:30, 8:35. And don't be too upset because remember, like I said, I'll be coming back Saturday to cover more stuff from training camp. So with that being said, I'm going to drop the link to the show for the family members to fill in, to drop by and drop and come into the stream and talk they talk, speak they speech. All right, links in the chat. We're going to pin it in a second. I'm going to give a free big shout out to the rest of the family members up in this thing on Friday, man. Thanks, Saints, Great Saint Think Tank, Saints Talk Camp Edition. Big ups to the fam. Please hit the like button, family. Hit the hell out that like button if you hadn't hit it. Got over 70 of us in the building. Big ups to the fam. All right, who else we got chiming in on up in this thing? Much love to the fam. Brother Tramal, what's up, Brother Tramal? Who that to you, fam? Rush Hour, I see you, fam. Much love to you, man. Much love to you. Appreciate you being here as well. Rush Hour, big ups, fam. All right. Carlton, what's up, Carlton? Big ups to my boy Carlton as well. Brother Wallace, how you doing, fam? He says, what up, Big Q? Went to the Saints practice today. They're looking good. I'm not worried about none of them. All right. Thank you, Brother Wallace. Appreciate you. Yeah, I know, bro. I mean, a lot of people kind of upset about. What's up, Michael? A lot of people kind of worried about the Saints right now. And I'm saying, fam, no, don't worry. We all right. Who that daddy? What's up, fam? How you doing, my brother? He says, damn, man, call a damn cab. I call a damn cab or Uber or something, right? Right? Who that daddy? I'll hear you, fam. What's up, Big Irv? He said the question is not who Chauncey Gardner-Johnson gets into the fight with. It's when. Yes, indeed. You're absolutely right, Big Irv. You know that, bro. All right, what's up, brother Derek? How you doing, my brother? Good to see you. Appreciate you being here, my friend. Much love to you. Slim says Tommy Lee gonna have a breakout year, y'all. He said y'all gonna have. He says Tommy Lee gonna have a breakout season, y'all, so he can maybe stay with the Saints instead of on and off. Well, that's a that's positive attitude, brother Slim. Much love to you, fam. I appreciate it. Brother Jerry says this is how the wide receivers look. It says Tre'Quan Smith, Callaway, Hogan, Baker. Then he has Humphrey and Lewis. Thoughts on that? Well, that I mean, yes, that is very accurate right there, brother Jerry. To be honest with you, because let's say if you're going into the season started, Tre'Quan Smith is your number one guy right there. Callaway is going to be there because, of course, Deonte Harris is pulled from the picture. He has to serve the 2-game suspension. So he'll miss weeks 1 and 2. Mike Thomas will be out for the next 9 to 10. They saying 6 to 8. I said 9 to 10 months from with that lingering issue that he had going on. So that's two of the top 4 receivers that you have that's taken out of the picture. Then Hogan's in the picture. He's a veteran, so he's not going to be too far back of Quan Baker. But Baker's interesting. Could Baker flip this picture a bit? Could he come on strong in training camp and kind of wake some people up right here? Because notice when they were punt returning and kick returning, he wasn't one of those guys that was involved. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. It was Aesop Winston. It was Jalen McCleskey, but it was not Quan Baker. So, we'll see. All right. So big ups to the rest of the family members, man. I appreciate y'all being there. True Hurts, big ups to your fam as well. Much love to you. Appreciate you. What's up, brother Wayne? How you doing, fam? Much love to you. Appreciate you being on the live stream as well. Big ups to you. Trey says, why do you think all the other teams pillage our coach? Yeah, be the best. Be the best, baby. Big Earth says, I'm in Kansas City. The only Saints wide receiver people know here is Thomas. A few know Tre'Quan. We got a bunch of no-name wide receivers compared to the rest of the league right now, but I think we're going to be fine. Thank you, Irv. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, a lot of people don't know these guys, man, and that's a big part of it, man. That's why a lot of people, I think. Carlton said, I'm worried. Carlton said, look, man, I listen, bro. Q, I hear you, bro, but I'm worried, bro. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you, Carlton. I got you, brother. I got you. What's up, brother Mac? How you doing? Mac McDowell in the building. He said, who's standing out at practice? I don't think standing out at practice. You had PJ, a couple of injuries to a couple of guys, and the Saints just playing it kind of, they playing it like with Will Lutz. Coach Payton is kind of playing it safe with Will Lutz and the groin issue that he got going on. That's why. And I really do think that ultimately you will get Will Lutz back, because if it wasn't, Coach Payton would already bring in the kicker in training camp. So I think he sees him coming back. As a matter of fact, he mentioned in the interview. Thank you, brother Mac. All right, big ups to you. All right, Brian, what's up, fam? Says McCleskey. I know not. He says too fast not to utilize. Yeah, they got. Listen, McCleskey, super fast. Winston, Winston Jr. Aesop Winston is another speedster. We got a lot of speedsters, man. What's up, brother Troy? How you doing, fam? Appreciate you as well. What's up, Claude? Who that to you, fam? Much love. Kai the Great. What's up, Kai? Big ups to you, my brother. Appreciate you being here as well. Much love to you and the rest of the fam. Fly Trey Social Media says, Big Q, love family. Send us some love back, because we are here in Texas behind enemy lines, sending reinforcements. We're making a lot of, I can't say that word because Tasha, who's she'll get mad at me. So much love to my girl Tasha and Big Sean. Sean say, go ahead and say it, Q. But you're making a lot of CG fans mad because it's Big Saints fan over here. Hey, bro, you know what? It's all good, bro. All the love in the world to my dog Fly Trey Social Media up there in Texas dealing with the Cowboys, because it ain't the Texans. The Texans, they won't worst enemy. All right. There you go, Derek. Derek said, when in doubt, call Tommy Lee. Call Tommy Lee. Oh, man. What's up, Jarvis? Who that to you, fam? Big ups to yep. Yes, Mac. Yes, sir. Same dude. All right. What's up, Barry? How you doing? Well, pretty regular today, bro. Coach Payton said they're gonna flip-flop them. So it'll be okay. And a lot of people seeing it, but what I'm seeing from and reading and seeing in some of the highlights and the videos that I'm seeing from Taysom Hill is that Taysom looks, he looks okay back there. But it's still very early on, so we still got a lot of time to go, Thank you for that, Barry. Big ups. All right. Yep. Next man up. Big ups to all the rest of the family members as well. Ramsey says, Q, I guess Peyton said it. Was he the Tommy? Yeah. Yes. And Tommy Lee, man, got all the speed in the world, bro. But Tommy Lee running to the back of his own blockers, I never got that. I never got that. All right. What's up, Baron? Big ups to you. Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you. Mac, for the chat, my man. Appreciate you. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. And much love to you, Mac McDowell. Appreciate the super chat, my friend. All right. All right, family. So with that being said as well, thank you for both of them, my friend. Thank you, brother Mac, for both the super chats, my friend. Appreciate you. Much love to you, my friend. Thank you. All right. So with that being said, fam, we're gonna remember if you want to pop in on the Sports Coma, the link will be pinned to the top of the chat, so you guys can pop in. So I'm about to pin that link. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, it's pinned. Okay, it's pinned on the top of the chat, so you can get in. I'm gonna be taking calls, family, to about 8:35, and I'm gonna abruptly shut it off. Remember, I'll be back tomorrow on the Saturday stream to cover camp for the Saints on Saturday, man, after taking a little brief hiatus. All right, Uncle Paulie's in the stream. We're gonna bring Uncle Paulie into the show. Uncle Paulie, how you doing, my brother?
What's going on, Q? Happy Friday to you and yours.
Same to you, brother Paul. I'm happy to hear from you, bro, on this Friday as well. The great Saint Think Tank historians in the
Yes, sir.
building.
We here.
We here.
That's another shirt, Q. That's another shirt to you and yours.
That's another one.
That's another one.
All right, brother Paul, talk to me, brother. How you feeling about the camp thus far? What's your veteran, your insight, the great Saint Think Tank historians' vision on what's going on at the quarterback position and another position? How you think it's unfolding?
Well, first of all, Q, to start off to all our family and all the Saints Nation and Who Dat Nation and Sports Coma family, I really don't think, with the landscape like it is across the NFL, all 32 teams, we're playing 17 games this year. I still really don't think that's really sunk into a lot of people. Oh, that's just an extra game. That don't gonna mean nothing. Yes, it does mean a lot, folks. You got to look at all the practices week in and week out. You got games, not just on Sunday. What is it? You got Sunday night game, Monday night game, Thursday night games. And, I just hate those short weeks, Q, where you play, then you got that short week, you got to come back, play somebody else, especially if it's on the road. So, if I was in Sean Payton's shoes, I would take it light in training camp. I really would. I wouldn't run these guys too hard. I wouldn't jump them too hard because, Q, you need it for the next 17 weeks and then counting preseason too. So what you think about that, brother?
Well, one extra game, that's a lot, man. And they were buffing against it, man. That's a tough ass sport, man, when you got guys running into you. And the Saints have been fortunate, injury wise, where we hadn't let injuries cripple us to the point where we start failing and faltering like a lot of teams do. They just disintegrate. They can't handle it. But, it's interesting, man. But that extra game, man, that's definitely going to, raise the stakes a bit. We just got to make sure we work that depth chart, make sure we rotate those guys, keep them fresh, man, and like they talked about load management with Cam. But, a lot of that has to be looked at with some of our older players. I think Demario Davis has no such issue. I think he's going to play the majority of the time. He's probably him and Cam are two of the guys that we can't afford to lose. Even I would say that about even Malcolm Jenkins or to a degree Marcus Williams. Because if you lose those guys, currently on the team, you don't have a guy that can step in and give you at least half of what those guys done at those positions. Especially the most invaluable player that you cannot lose due to injury is Demario Davis. And there is simply no one there who knows enough about the Saints inside linebacker position to absorb that loss. So we've been fortunate when the guys that matter to a degree. Of course, we lost Drew, but it's just a whole different mentality with the black and gold. But yeah, that extra game is crucial, man.
Q, it's like Sean Payton and Dennis Allen will really have to put their heads together. To me, we're not gonna be able to run our defensive line like most teams. And what I mean by that is, Q, swapping and switching guys out all game long. It's gonna have to be. It's just the way it's gonna have to be. You can't just have your four guys there. Your two defensive tackle, two defensive end. That's what we're gonna run. You're gonna have to rotate those guys out because, like you said, Cam getting older. I wouldn't have him in that queue on a lot of running downs. Put Castman on or put Shy Tiller in there, one of the McEnroe and the big boy when it's time to run. Now on passing downs, yeah, put Cam in there. As a matter of fact, move him around whether he wants to or not. Now, you get to a point now, Cam Jordan, you ain't 23 no more. So whether you want to move right or you want to sit over the pad, they're going to have to get a little tougher with him on that about what he wants to do on the defense, because I don't like that attitude anyway, Q, because it can filter over to the younger guy. Well, Cam Jordan said he ain't going to do something. Well, dude, I'm a Debo. I ain't got to do it either. No, you don't need that. You really don't. If he has to be a bigger man, put on his big boy draws and say, hey, I'm getting older now. They're trying to help me still, limp my career around. Because Q, if you can remember about it, even with Ricky Jackson, when he went to the 49ers, they didn't just keep him at outside linebacker. They moved him over to defensive end. They didn't play that song, because as you get over that wear and tear on your body, you just can't keep it like you used to. What you think about it, Q?
Yeah. Hey, Ricky Williams did it. I mean, Ricky Williams was outside linebacker. He got toward the back end of his career with the 49ers. They converted him to a defensive line, and he went and got him. He ate really well that year to help the Niners win that championship. And that's the one thing, if I have anything not good to say about Cam, is that only one thing is that he talked about staying clean, and I don't want to stunt or all this kind of. No, Cam, you can't think like that. You got to do what the coach tell you to do. And then if you stunt, you'll get more sacks that way. Because if they switch you, if you stunt, and more than likely you're gonna surprise the hell out of an interior offensive lineman, and you'll get a one-on-one matchup as opposed to the double teams that you keep getting when you're constantly lined up at the same position. They're double teaming you there. Stunting creates a matchup where you possibly can have a one-on-one situation where you can be able to benefit that from that. So I mean, I that's the one critique or criticism to say about Cam is that I'm not gonna stun or I won't stay clean. All that, that's absolute nonsense. You're a defensive end in the NFL. Ain't no such thing as staying clean. When you being double teamed by two people, that's not staying clean. I mean, you got to be smarter to understand whatever the team wants you to do. You got to do it, because I know Ryan Nielsen and Dennis Allen ain't gonna put you in a situation where you're gonna fail, man. They're gonna give you opportunities to make plays.
That's so true, Q. You think Aaron Donald tells Coach McVay, I don't want to move around the defensive line? He loves it. He loves it.
Right.
And guess what? He wreaks havoc over the tackle guards. Q, I even saw some game where they lined him up over the center. And he's already got that mental edge on them guys that, we can't block him. And so that, Reggie White, he said that. He said, I already got the edge, baby. I ain't even worried about it. First of all, they feel like they can't block me. So I really got my man beat right there. If he don't believe he can, 9 times out of 10, Q, he's not. You got to believe in yourself. That old reverse psychology, you know all about that.
Yeah, that's a big part of the game, man. It's not I've heard Coach Payton mention that about the percentage of the game, what mental is to physical in the game, and 90 percentile of it. As much as the 95% of it is mental, because if you're not prepared to play mentally and you don't think you're going to beat the opponent across the line of scrimmage from you, you're going to lose. I mean, that's one of the ways that people got psyched out when they went to the matchups with great fighters like Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali. When they were fighting, they were already, and then Muhammad Ali would talk to his opponents and tell them that they're a bum. And they were probably excellent fighters. A lot of those really good fighters. But when they just failed to measure up to Muhammad Ali, and it might have been his ability to project what he wants, his vision of the person that he's dealing with into their heads. And that's a part of the cycle games that are played in football. You have to be able to dominate the other team. You have to be mentally, spiritually, and physically stronger than them. And that's what it's about. Dominating the line of scrimmage. It's not just you being physically stronger, because all these guys are lifting weights. All these guys are doing stuff, that they ain't supposed to be doing, to be honest with you. But at the end of the day, the reality is it comes down to the mental edge. You got to be able to have a mental edge over your opponents to have to get the win.
That's so true, Q. If you can remember, it's been a long time ago, but even Pat Swilly had got to a point. He said, man, I can't bull rush people no more. So he had started adding that spin move to his pass rush. You remember that?
Yes.
You remember Ricky Jackson started doing that spin move, and man, you got the tackle got you going one way, then you spin on him. Oh, he's through, because Q, you play football. Once your body start going a certain direction, you ain't gonna just be to stop and make it go back the other way. Once you start going that way, like what's the old saying, make him commit. Once you make him commit, you got him. Because you going left, you decide to go back right, he going left, you got it. Because he ain't gonna be able to catch you back the other way.
Yep, that's a part of it. And that's the part that I really like about Coach Ryan Nielsen and the defensive line coaches working with the guys. He has a talented bunch of guys. I mean, you have athletes. Cam is very much still one of the best in the business. You have guys like Davenport, who Coach Payton and them are really high on Davenport. His mind being there, his body's healthy, and he went through that. He went through that tough regimen with Cam, and Cam showed him and sprinkled game on him and say, "Listen, bro, this is what you need to do so you can build up your durability to be able to go through a full season." Cam is majority of the years, he's 30 in his 30s now, 10 plus years in the business. It's something that he has that he knows that he's been doing that's been successful. He's conveyed a lot of that to Davenport. Now, would Davenport be able to, absorb what Cam is giving him and use it, and increase his durability? Because that's pretty much what it is. And Cam showed him a lot. So hopefully he takes that and runs with it. And he did says, "I want to be Cam Jordan. I want to be the Cam." Yeah, stop looking at these other guys from other teams. You got an elite level defensive lineman that's playing on your team named Cameron Jordan. You need to mimic what he does. And Davenport said that last year, or early this year, that he wants to be the next Cam Jordan. Well, listening to the Cam Jordan and doing what he does is a major part of the success. And also, they have other really terrific defensive linemen that are athletes, and I'm just really interested to see how Dennis Allen and Ryan Nielsen use these athletes, man. So it's going to be encouraging. It's going to be very intriguing. We got a lot of athletes, man. One of the fastest defensive lines that I've seen the Saints have in some time, man. Very athleticism. Could they turn it into something? We just have to see, but I think so.
Let me pose this question to you, Q, and his family. How many times do y'all think that we gonna be able to see? And I really wish Sean Payton and Pete Carmichael would do this. How many times we be able to see Jameis Winston in at quarterback, Alvin Kamara at running back, and put Taysom Hill in the slot position? Not bring him in. Don't bring him in on running plays. Bring him in on passing plays, and even Ty Montgomery. I would love to see Sean Payton do some stuff like that. What do you think, Q?
Yeah, I think Coach Payton, man, he got an excellent offensive imagination, and he has all these speedsters around, all this athleticism. I think that's why he's so enthralled with Taysom Hill, because Taysom Hill is electric. Maybe not as so much of as a quarterback, but as a player, period, he's very electric. And I think that's a big part of Coach Payton's understanding. And I really do think that Coach Payton is trying to operate a 2-quarterback system. Like, my thing is, Taysom been with the team for 5 years, so he knows a lot of the plays. He knows a lot of because he played as a wide receiver, running back. And I've said in previous streams that if Taysom could take what he's learned as a wide receiver, a tight end, a running back, and a special teams player in some kind of way, internalize that mentally and to his QB perspective to be able to see it, because that might be one of, if not a handful of things that he has an advantage on with Jameis Winston. Jameis is 70 games of NFL experience, but Taysom's been on the Saints club for 5 years. He's played the position wide receiver, running back, tight end. And can he internalize that mentally and then see that through the eyes of a quarterback? That could be a unique vantage point to have that, because it's not too many people that did that. That was a wide receiver at the NFL level, played wide receiver at the NFL level, running back, tight end, and then became a quarterback and had an opportunity to execute. That I don't think that's rarely, if any time, been done before. And I've been saying, we know he's intelligent, but can he take all of that, process that, internalize it, and then use it in a way where it gives him an advantage over Jameis? I say Jameis gets to starting not as a quarterback strictly because of the experience factor. Even though Taysom been on the team longer, but he hadn't been as a quarterback. And I think he really got his first opportunity this past year in 4 games with mixed results. They went 3-1, could have been 4-0, but 2 of those games were not very good games from Taysom as a quarterback. The Philadelphia game and the Broncos game, but he did beat the Falcons twice in good performances, which I was happy about. But outside of that, Uncle Paulie, but Coach Payton has he can have imagination. That's why he has these speedsters like Aesop Winston and McCleskey and Quan Baker and all this other guys running these speed guys out here, because you can see him visualizing the Saints vertical game and being able to get the ball down the field. Athletes everywhere. Taysom Hill, Jameis is an athlete who can not only is a pocket guy, but can move around as well. So even though Taysom starts training camp, eventually Coach Payton said he's gonna switch it to see what it looks like with Jameis. So we're gonna see how it all goes. But man, it's a lot of speed, a lot of athleticism out there on both sides of the ball, no doubt about it. I think he could put it together. And like I said, the wide receiver position family, and I've said this before, the great Saint think tank and Who Dat Nation are very intelligent people. The reality is, when you look at the wide receiver group, don't just look at the wide receiver group and say, Q, I'm looking at these wide receivers. We don't have no wide receivers. Understand there are players that play other positions that can contribute at the wide receiver position. That's why the Saints are so versatile. They could take guys from over here and put them over there. Case in point, they got a Ty Montgomery who's healthy, who's a running back but play wide receiver. He was an excellent blocking wide receiver. So if you need Ty Montgomery to come in and play wide receiver for you, Ty Montgomery could do that. He can also kick return for you. He can help you. That's just one of the examples for that. And if Jameis wins the starting job, Taysom will still play as a quarterback in that not in a dual quarterback situation, but he'll get his opportunities when they roll out there and do his Taysom plays and all that. He can also be used in the role where he's a wide receiver. So like I said, we have a lot of stuff out there, a lot of players out there that we can use in roles to help us in the wide receiver room. So think about that when we think about when Coach Payton's saying, hey, man, I don't need to go get this guy or that guy. He could be looking at it from that perspective. Go ahead, Uncle Paulie.
It's just so many ways, Q. You could put Alvin Kamara, Taysom Hill on the same side of the field, put Kamara in the slot. You could put Taysom Hill on the outside, throw Taysom Hill the ball, he catch it, then turn around, he can throw it downfield. See, one of them old Florida Gator plays there.
Yes.
Like I said, coach is going to have to, Coach Shepard is really going to have to open up the playbook. But the first play I want to see, the first game out, preseason and regular season Q, I want to see the running game. Give the ball to Murray, give the ball to the fullback, give the ball to Alvin Kamara. The first play I want to see is a run. Get back to some of that old school, because the Saints offense is going to have to play ball control to a certain extent, because you don't want to score too fast in these games no more, Q, because you give the ball right back to your opponent, and then they just give it too much time. Like you said, and we've said it before, we'll say it again. I'll say it again. At the end of the game, when it's tight and close, you want to have the ball last. You don't want to, you don't want your opponent to have the ball. What you think?
That's fundamental football right there, Uncle Paulie. You know that you ball control. It take patience to dominate teams with the running attack.
It really do, because you just take patience. You get nervous, especially. See, this Sean Payton got this tendency. He could be down just by a touchdown, Q, and you would think he's down 20-0 or 21-0. He just gets nervous, he gets to panic, and he just start throwing that rock. And in Saints offense go throwing too much. You get your drop balls, you get your interception, you get your fumbles and all that. On your receiver, and it's bad with your receiver fumbling the ball. Q, Jared Cook, I Cook, man, and then Q, they don't realize when you fumble the ball, you drop the ball, and you're killing drives that are important, especially at the end of the game. What you think?
Yeah, that's very true, Uncle Paul. That's very true. I mean, you look at it's just a mental edge to it. It's about being smart and not hurting yourself. Executing. And of course, we're gonna make some mistakes, but we don't make the mistakes enough where we give the opportunity to the other team to win the game and not hurting ourselves. Some of these games last year we hold in the Tampa Bay loss, the playoff loss, we hurt the hell out of ourselves. We was up by 10 points in that contest with the momentum flying and flowing through for the Saints. And then ultimately we took our foot off of them and allowed them to gain life by giving them 4 turnovers. Just haphazardly keep turning the ball over, not taking advantage of being a balanced team and not giving that your team, that the opposition an opportunity to stay in it. We were beating them by 10 and then took our foot off of them, and they came back and won that game, and that should have never happened. But that's
Yes,
a
sir.
learning lesson that we
Oh,
got to get. Stop over relying on the pass. It's good to have a passing attack, but the running attack for many games last year really helped the Saints really extend out the lead. And I think that's the best way. The running game, slow death, I call it. It's a slow death. You could punish teams and then run the ball so efficiently and strong, you're wearing out the defenses. And then, of course, you're stealing time away off the clock, which forces them to give up plays that they need. So it gets a bit of desperation to start throwing the damn ball. And then when they do that, you get them secondary ready for those passes because they got to throw out a lot of the run stuff to get in the game. So, I mean, it changes. You can manipulate and control your oppositions to a degree with an effective rushing attack. But it takes discipline and patience to run the ball. It really do.
It's so true, Q, because like I say, you at the end of the game, fourth quarter or even overtime, and you're behind a touchdown or maybe even 2 touchdowns. The enemy opponent defenses know you got to throw the ball. So all they're gonna do is drop 7, sometimes even 6 defensive backs back there. And guess what? All you got is underneath, and you might not have that, especially if your receiver's dropping the ball, So you can't put yourself in a position where you make it hard. Last year, I'm gonna tell you the truth, Q and family. What made me not have confidence in Taysom Hill as a starting quarterback for the Saints was 2 critical games last year. When we played the Broncos, that game was way harder and more nerve-wracking than it should have been, Q.
This is true.
And thank God that they didn't have a quarterback. If they'd had any kind of quarterback, they would have beat us that game. Because that game was way harder than it should have been.
Yeah.
And then I can't quite remember, was it 49 or the Chiefs game when Taysom Hill had that big run, and we talked about it. He got his bell rung on that play, and he fumbled that ball and killed that momentum. You remember that, Q? Go ahead.
And that belt that kind of goes toward what I was saying about just having a higher football IQ, which I think the Saints are one of the smartest teams in the NFL. That's why we win as many games as we do. And remember, let's add the caveat most people don't talk about. When we talk about winning games, it's not just that we beaten Denver or Atlanta or Carolina or Tampa Bay or any of these other teams. We're defeating the Zebras too. We're beating the referees while we do this. And a lot of people don't talk about that. They don't talk about the fact that the Saints are beating the referees who purposefully steal at least one touchdown off the clock or off the scoreboard from the Saints a game. At least one game a year, at least every game you lose a touchdown because the refs is in there operating against you. We know this. They even I've covered it ad nauseum here because it's a part of it. So it's not just us. We beating the hell out of the referees because they doing what they're doing. We beating these other teams and we are winning. It's just we get to certain areas of the season where we get away from what we need to do to win these games. And I think relying more heavily on a running attack like we did last year is a recipe for disaster. Coach Payton, who's the guy who loves the passing attack, doesn't have Drew Brees this year to over rely on. He can use the rushing attack, which he kind of rediscovered last year to a degree. So it was when you seen Coach Payton, was behind 141 rushing yards per game. Several contests, the Saints had over 200 rushing yards on. And, of course, the 7 touchdown performance game against the Minnesota Vikings. These were stalling, really clear and blunt moments to say, hell, man, this running attack is ridiculous. Well, welcome to the party, Coach Payton. I've been telling your ass that for years.
What's going on? I didn't mean to cut you off, Q, but one of those games, didn't Alvin Kamara and Latavius Murray both had 100 yard rushing? If I'm not mistaken, one of those games they did.
I'm not sure. I'm going to check on that, but I'm going to have to look that up.
I think
it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if they did. But
Coach Rudy might know.
What's up, Rudy?
I'm doing great. First of all, I got some good news though for you guys.
Okay, what you got, buddy?
My little sister had a baby daughter today.
Oh, well, congratulations to your sister and you. Much love, man. What's her name?
It's all right.
My little niece.
What's her name? Right.
Jariah May Pitts.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Well,
Who
congratulations to
that
you and your
baby?
fam.
The little Jaybird. Wait, anyways. But you forgot why you say we gotta play against the players and the zebras. You forgot one other person we gotta play against.
Goodell.
There it is.
The chump missioner himself.
How can we forget that?
Well, when I mentioned the zebras, right? You know, when I mentioned the zebras, that's who controlling the zebras is Goodell, and that's why he'd be so upset.
I think if we need to stop playing against the zebras because that's basically kicking ourselves in the foot, of course. But when that happens, Goodell's just sitting back like, good, let the hate flow.
Yeah, he like the evil emperor, huh?
You. Hope you enjoy my Palpatine impersonation.
Very good.
But
Thank you, 504 Cole.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, Rudy.
But I'm really excited that the camp's finally back in action. And I actually saw a couple of pictures. I think it was on Instagram or something where Jameis was actually, while everyone has left, he's a sign of a leader right there because he stayed for the next 20 minutes to work on some foot drills. But I agree with you, Uncle Paul. That Broncos game, oy vey, that was a boring ass game.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I feel like someone kept, every time that we moved the ball, every time Taysom started moving the ball, I feel like someone put a knife in my heart. But to be honest, what we should have done was after that game, we should have took a step back, like, hold up, maybe this Taysom thing ain't working, and put Jameis in the following game, and then put Taysom back at Atlanta, because of course it's Atlanta. Everyone can beat Atlanta.
It wouldn't have hurt, right?
but I said that, or at least for the Atlanta game, split it. Like kind of do like a couple series with Taysom, a couple series with Jameis. You kind of split it. That way, they may have a film on them. They don't know much. They don't have much to go on.
That would have thrown Atlanta off. You're right.
And see, the thing is now, Jameis. See, I only have one problem with Jameis though, just one. When everything is collapsing, like everything is broken down, he needs to learn to utilize his legs, and try to either make something happen by trying to get at least a couple yards, at least 4 yards minimum. And that's what we should do as a rushing game. Get at least 4 yards. I'll ask, because think about it, 4 yards for just 3 plays. That's a first down.
True.
But yeah, if Jameis can actually move his legs around, like utilize his legs, it can probably create some a way for either to extend the play or at least get some yardage. Hopefully someone that time will make a break, try and get loose. But if not, he has the green light. Because the only person he has to be is that linebacker, whoever they drop back in coverage.
Yeah, that's true, Rudy. Unless the defensive coordinator got a linebacker back there spying on you. Watch that too.
But you were on something when you said have Taysom in the slot, Uncle Paul.
Oh yeah, I would love to see that, y'all. I really would.
But here's something else I want to add. That have on the wing have Taysom's a fast dude. He's like almost as fast as a 30-year-old man. He's as fast as freaking Alvin Kamara. That's surprising. And they say white boys can't run. Wait, white boys jump. Excuse me. But that's just a little joke for a movie reference. Anyways, but
Taysom can move. He's probably one of the fastest people on the team.
Taysom, yeah, he is.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see a race between Woods, Taysom, Kamara, and Harris. I'd pay good money to see that race.
It'd be interesting, I tell you that.
I think to be honest, please forgive me when I say this. I feel like it's a little bit blasphemy. I think Harris is faster than Kamara.
I think Harris is the fastest dude on this team, bro.
Okay, here's how I rank the speed speed demons. Harris first, Woods just right behind him, Then Kamara, and then Taysom Hill. Still respectable, But then it's gonna be real. It's all gonna be close,
Right. You throw Quan Baker in there too, Rudy. It's a 4-4-4 guy. And McCleskey is 4-2-2, I won't say.
And the thing is, Quan Baker, if we put him out with Marcus Callaway reminds me of because I feel like, if I remember correctly, when Marcus came out, he was kind of a lanky dude, like kind of skinny dude, right? When he came on a hostage, right?
You're talking about Marcus
Colston.
Oh yeah, he was skinny, but he never had no speed. He was mostly, he was just
He
a
was very,
catch guy.
he was very, very Mr. Clutch.
Right.
See, I see that Callaway, but Callaway has a little more of a Henderson,
Mm-hmm.
But he has Marcus Colson's clutch, but he has more weight on him, very consistent, And if you have him on the outside, and possibly like with a 2 tight end set, and you have Harris and Lawrence as a split backs, have some fun.
Yeah, vertical game, Rudy.
Montgomery and Taysom on the inside, because Taysom can play in the tight end position. So
true.
That's what I was saying, bro, about all that though. It's like a lot of people looking at it's like, man, we got people that's outside the wide receiver position that can contribute to the wide receiver position.
And we got 3 great tight ends in Juwan.
Big Joss.
And John, and don't forget him. Yeah, we could probably go like maybe a 4 tight end set, and have a split back.
Would that'd be interesting formation? I ain't gonna even lie.
Basically, it's like almost like a goal line stand, but no freaking no freaking wide receivers, just some tight ends. They're like,
there you go.
Because see
Pay need to write that one down.
Because sometimes goal line, standard goal line formation is
good
to have outside the goal line. Now games, but I used to play NCAA 07 a lot with Monroe.
Mm-hmm.
One play that was always successful when me and my pops played was for 2-point conversion was a PA spread. Basically, it's basically where one guy we got 2 guys going outside, with just only one guy coming up in kind of like a post and like a small post route with slants. And another,
Rudy, you better watch out. Coach Andy Reid might be listening. He might have that in the playbook, a new wrinkle.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Get my whiteboard so I can break down. But
go ahead, Rudy. Finish your thought, my friend, and we're gonna bring
yo. What's going on, man?
I do have
What's going on, Uncle Paulie?
I'm doing good, man. I love it, man. Friday.
Hey, Friday's all the doubt, bro. It's always party, great St. Tank, bro. I think we now represent the Who Dat Nation family, though, bro. Everything's going good since training camp day 2, from day 1 yesterday, bro. I mean, I'm so excited. I saw my team practice for these past
hold on,
days,
brother Byron. Hold on just a second, brother Byron. Let Rudy finish his thought, my brother. I'm gonna bring you right.
Oh yeah, it's cool. I ain't tripping.
Thank you, bro. Go ahead, Rudy. Finish your thought, bro.
Well, yeah, I feel like with Sean Payton, the sky's gonna be the limits with the playbook. It's like I feel like we literally opened the floodgates to this offense finally. But on a side note, I'm on the path to getting a vaccination.
Okay. All right. That's a decision on you there, Rudy.
It is, but
right.
Like I'm sorry, my mind's literally racing about the different plays, Sick. You guys.
All right, thank you, Rudy. All right, we're gonna bring in Brother Byron now. Brother Byron, welcome to the channel, my man. Welcome back on into the platform. How your week been going, my friend?
Thank you, in the house.
Hey man, I appreciate it on that Q. Man, you already know, man. Always good though, bro. I'm always in my day like my day is always so excited though, bro. I just think I'm enjoying, the day 2 of training camp, when I see my team, represent them. I like what I saw in practice, from yesterday till, the rest of the day. And so far I like where everything, the team doing though, offense and defense and special teams.
I'm gonna answer this, Damien. Let Brother Byron. I'm gonna answer.
I think to me, like I say, about everything's going good, but I like the guys that I'm seeing, on the field, because especially the wide receivers, with Traquan, and D Harris and Juwan Johnson and Baker and and McKeskey and so I think that I like what I looked at so far, in the defense side, but I've been saying this for a while, and I think that to the point that we know what type of offense we have though, man. I think that I like what I saw Jameis, and Taysom, outdo each other at the camp thing, and they throw the ball real good, and I like what I saw between both of them, and and they both got talent. You know what I'm saying? They got the skills, they got the tools. I like what I see, you know, between them dudes, and I think that by the point that with James, you know what I'm saying, he got a good arm though. He got a strength. I know he put the ball right towards the guys could get towards it. And I think that Taysom the same thing too. You know, he like I say, he do the same thing too. He throw the ball a little lighty though, but not too as strong as the arm that he have like James do. But I think by both these quarterbacks, man, I like what I'm seeing between them two. You know what I'm saying? That's what I say. That's what training camp's all about. You know what I'm saying? You have a competition and you battle it out. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about who's gonna be the best winner. You know what I'm saying? And I think to me I think that's gonna be James. James gonna be the winner. And I think he's leading, you know, into this training camp, you know what I'm saying? You know, and I think Taysom is probably going to be probably hold back. But I'm saying that I think Taysom is not going to be quite as a starter. But I think I just see him as a backup, you know, every year though, because I think to the point that I see how he more better as his role, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't see him as a QB1, you know, and I think to me that's why I understand it's a difficult situation for him. And I think for me is that I just think that he could be more better, just play as a backup and to use him in single, you know, package plays that we always use in this offense. And I think that, you know, you can line him up everywhere, like I say, as a slot receiver. He can play any position he plays because that's what Taysom does. And I think the reason that, you know, that Sean Payton know that he used Taysom around this offense in the system. And that's why I feel like, you know, that James is going to be the winning quarterback job, you know what I'm saying, because he earned this opportunity because, you know, for doubt, he got a lot of experience, you know what I'm saying. He's more as a top quarterback, you know, he could be in the NFL. And that's why I just think I lead towards him because I more have experience for him because I have confidence with James because he's more as a winner, though, because he could lead us to the promised land. And I think that's why I say that he's the best that he could be as a better player that he's going to be as a quarterback that he always going to go. But I think he's going to be a different type of guy. He's not going to be the same guy he was before, you know what I'm saying? And I think that, you know, you got to see how everything's going to change and when everything plays out, anywhere it goes. And I think to the point, the reason that, you know, that James is always going to be a smart guy, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the kind of guy you has a leader to lead his team, though, because this is his team, though, you know what I'm saying? It's not about being bored selfish about it, but you gotta take things for granted, you know what I'm saying? Not as a purpose, but it's more reasonable because you gotta understand how it's very carefully, you know what I'm saying? When the game is on the line, when the game's gonna go play how it play, every way ship to ship. And you gotta know how you gotta bring the tools, you gotta bring that juice, you know what I'm saying? That's what James is though, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the kind of guy is more that he do everything because he work out, you know what I'm saying? He get his body right and everything. I think that he's more physical. He's more strong, the hard to get down. You know what I'm saying? He's not scared to go down against nobody, against the linebacker or the defense line, anybody. But James is a strong man, though, bro. He work out, he's tell. You know what I'm saying? You see the video. You know what I'm saying? He work out everywhere from his home or he goes somewhere like in California. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say James is a kind, you know, gentleman because you see what he doing, every stuff that he doing. But I think he never had that, like I said, in his old prime. You know what I'm saying? But now it's going to be different for him that he's going to be a new prime because he's going to bring his game to the next level. And that's what kind of James is because you bring it to the table. And he always going to be more confident, but he has focus and he uses his vision because you know he's not going to, everything is going to make mistakes and that's going to cause anything that's going to mess up his game, you know what I'm saying? And I think that he's going to be taking everything further to the next level and higher. And I think that the sky's is limit for James though, bro, for the Black Gold Nation though, bro. And I think that we find that we get a chance that we see a type of James Winston, we see, you know, that he is as a different player, as a man though. And I know as a guy and as a quarterback, anyway I know he's still gonna be a top quarterback in the National Football League, no matter what. You can't take things away from that though, because James is gonna be more as a confidence dude, but he always gonna be a winner. He's a leadership though. He's all about leadership. He's all about winning though, bro. He's all about trust and everything, and he know that he's gonna bring his game to a huge high level. You know what I'm saying, and beyond. And that's why you know I think that you know that I'm leaning towards him because I like James so much, Joe, and I believe in that. I trust in James so deeply because, and I think I'm just gonna have his back no matter what. and I just know for sure he's the right choice. You know what I'm saying? He's my
Hey,
quarterback.
Byron.
Go
Hey,
ahead,
Byron.
go ahead.
Let me ask you this right quick. I feel the same way about Jameis. You have the confidence, but my thing is, why haven't the Saints front office expressed that same confidence in Jameis with a lengthier and a better contract? That's to the floor.
Jameis Winston elected to have that 1-year deal, Uncle Paulie. That was
Oh,
Jameis.
okay. Oh, okay.
That was
Yeah,
Jameis.
he decided.
I didn't realize that.
He
He was
decided when you
betting
do.
on himself.
Okay.
Yeah, I think well, see, you know, the Saints, they know that they want to give him a contract, but no, I think that James want to take that 1-year deal because I think he want to see how the season going to shake out though this year. You know what I'm saying? That's why I decided that he want to take the chance to sign on a less minimum on the deal instead of giving him a huge contract. But I know he deserve a contract though because he know he could get paid. But I know that the Saints know they could give him an offer of that though. But I just think that if it decided that, you know, he wanted to stay in the one because, you know, he want to come back. That's why he chose to come to the Saints for a reason, because this is the organization you want to be at though. And this is his real home that he want to be at though. And that's why I say that Saints decide they want to bring back James Winston instead, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that they know that James is a type of guy because they know that he has a lot of experience, you know what I'm saying? He have so trust and know that he can do things correctly, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to think it's going to be bad or worse for James that he not going to have everything. It's going to be more as a bad game, but he won't perform in a good game that you want to have with the Black Gold Nation. And that's why, you know, when you have a type of head coach like Sean Payton as a play caller, you want a kind of head coach that James want to have though. But James never had a kind of head coach he never had that called the plays for him. He never had to go offensive line though in the running game. And that's the point right there, because the situation that James had been through since he was a first overall pick out of Florida State, and he went to Tampa and we played against him every year, twice a year and everything. He never had success though. But now he's going to have success with the Black Gold Nation with a type of offense that we have in this running game with Kamara and Tavis Murray. And then you got a wide receiver, Michael Thomas, the best wide receiver in the game. And then you got all of the tools and the weapons you got on this offense. Now that James is going to be more successful with the Black Gold Nation, with the New Orleans Saints in this offense under Sean Payton in his belt. And that's why you have a kind of guy that James that is the leader, that he know he could do things so right and everything, so he ain't got to do things wrong though. So he ain't got to mess in his game, so he's not going to mess up the offense that he playing right in front of with the offense line, best in the NFL.
Absolutely. That's well said, Brother Byron. Big ups to the Great Saint Think Tank. Appreciate you guys being here. Please hit upon the like button, family. Hit the like button if you're here. If you're a subscriber, please feel free to hit the subscribe button as well. If you want to join the stream along with Brother Byron, Coach Rudy, and Uncle Paulie, please feel free to hit upon the link is in the chat. It's pinned to the top of the chat. You can feel free to jump into the live stream and join our panel as we are talking Saints, man. What do you guys think? Let me get a few questions from the answered from the family members out here in that's drawing it up to the panel.
Yep.
Hold on, Coach Rudy. I'm gonna let you break down what you got down. Just give me a second. Okay, just give me a second. I got you. Damon says, "Hey Q, I know we have a." Let me put it on stream. Hey Q, I know we have a top 3 running game and we should run, but somehow I think Peyton's ego will take over and sling it all over the field with Jameis since he's been a while. We was throwing deep. What do you think? What do you thought? I'm that is a propensity, and I agree. Coach Payton does to a degree have a passing game. He probably has a passing game addiction. He does. But I mean, last year was very stamping. It was very polarized, and Coach Payton utilized his rushing attack in ways that a lot of people didn't think he would do it. I mean, we broke franchise records in rushing attempts, rushing yards, and touchdowns.
Sure did.
We were averaging 140 plus yards, 141 plus a game last year.
Awesome.
And that could have rolled us into the Super Bowl had we doubled down on it to a degree. But I think he will find a way to throw the ball downfield. That's just Coach Payton's mentality. But I do think that with Drew Brees not being there, and Coach Payton had a tendency to over-rely on Drew to a fault, in my opinion, especially on the back end of Drew Brees' years. No disrespect to Drew, but this is just what I see. And now I don't think he has that same fact. I don't think Coach Payton has that same, thought process to over-rely on these guys because he's not comfortable with either one of these guys yet. So I'm thinking the running game will be what he used until he gets a certain level
And
of
not over rely
comfortability with either
on
one of them.
Alvin Kamara either. You
Right.
know?
Yeah,
You
that's
see
why
what
I
I'm
say
saying?
you stick
But
to the
let,
balance. You stick to the
say,
balance on the running game because the running game has come with the offense. Because I'm saying is that without Sean Payton love to run the football, okay, and that's the key to the game. But so you can't just like you're gonna scratch and say, okay, now we're gonna run the ball less and then we're gonna do the play action. No, run the football. That's the tag. You run the football because that's what you do, and that's how we as a running game, as an offense that we are of a team that we is. Though you don't think that you want to just throw the ball around in a passing game. That's fine though, but you want to run the football because there's more that you want to run and keep running, and because nobody can stop the running game though. And that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a handful for teams to stop the run attack that we're doing with Kamara and Latavius Murray in that backfield. That's gonna carry the load. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why
thank you, man.
for now you want to pound the ball and pound that rock. And that's the key of it. And that's a make more that Sean Payton know he's gonna enjoy that because that's what we want to be part of it. Run the football and take everything how it's gonna go right by side. Run down it, and run down it. Just don't give up and just gonna throw the ball like you gonna keep throwing the ball like 40, 55 times. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that though, but you want to do like more less than but do the play action.
Hold on,
But
Rudy.
before the one game will come right
get an
behind
opportunity.
that.
I'm gonna give you a chance. Go ahead, Rudy. Go ahead and
I just have a quick question. You're doing another like another panel tomorrow for the same stream, right?
correct.
Okay, I got something. Look, hey, I would love to stay and talk more about football. I ain't gotta play, but I do say this before I bounce because supper's ready. I do like that. I do think that Sean will check his ego at the door, and he might take one, maybe two shots downfield just to test the waters, but it'll run heavy. But I gotta bounce because they're calling me.
All right, Rudy. Well, we appreciate you being on stream, my friend. You have a good rest of your day, man. We'll see you tomorrow, buddy.
See you tomorrow, Rudy.
Who that, Rudy?
All right, Rudy. Deuces.
All right, that's Rudy, man. Rudy going chill with his family. All right, Uncle Paulie, you heard the question from my boy. And before you get an opportunity, let me give a few more shots out to the Great Saint Think Tank. Big ups to the family members. Hemisphere, big ups to your Hemisphere in the building as well. Who else we got chiming in on this thing? Bishop. What's up, Bishop? One love. Big ups to you, my brother. Appreciate you being on the live stream as well. Much love to the rest of the family members as well. Brother Robert says, why are they trying to make wide receiver Juwan Johnson a tight end? Because the wide receiver room is incredibly crowded. And he doesn't have an opportunity. He's not going to make any headway in that wide receiver room. He's as big as a tight end. He blocks his ass off like a tight end. He got on the field for a few plays last year as a blocking force, and he's every. He just has to. I mean, that's the biggest part of making for a wide receiver to convert to a tight end. Can he block? Can he block not just wide receivers, but can he block some defensive lineman? Could he block a linebacker? Juwan Johnson's a big dude, man. He's athletic.
Yeah, he's a big dude, bro.
And he can. I think he can make that transition. So that's why the Saints made that move. And he is quite the question mark in that tight end room. Prior to that, I was like, okay, I like it, but he could really be something interesting right there. And of course, NOLA Balls, big ups to
Jared Cook.
Swag fan. Oh yeah. Tragic. What's up, Tragic? Big ups to Tragic in the building as well. Much love to brother Tragic. And the rest of the family members chiming in on this thing. Appreciate y'all. Kelvin Washington from Phoenix, Arizona. What's up, Kel? What's happening, brother? Appreciate you for being in the building. I can't help it, bro. You know, I get that creative, bro. So, you know, it just brings
I know. That's all it is, though, bro. You know how it is.
What's
better
up,
watch out that Mickey Lewis might hit him. Yeah, Sean. Yeah.
How it is, like old school, like they in Arizona.
Dr. Sean. Talk to Sean. But yeah, big ups to what's up, Darren? Big ups to Darren Bonds. What's up, my friend? Appreciate you. 504 code. Big ups to your fam. Appreciate you as well. Thank y'all for being here, man, as well. So thank the family members. If you're not a subscriber, please feel free to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell. What's up, Matt? Matthew Washington. Big ups to your fam. Appreciate you being in here as well. Big ups to y'all. Y'all crazy. All right, so fam, listen, we got Brother Byron, we got Uncle Paulie in the building as well. If you guys want to pop in on today's stream, there's a link at the top of the chat. Hit that link and you can be able to pop in on the panel, add to it. Any questions, family members, please throw them in the chat. If you don't feel like popping in, we'll do our best to present those to the panel Uncle Paulie, Brother Damien's question.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about what he was saying about he has concerns about Coach Payton? Okay, thank you, Ramsey. Say, wait to see how Keith Washington Jr. looks in camp. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm big on Keith Washington.
Yeah, me too, bro.
What do you think about what Brother Damien was saying about Coach Payton's bit of passing addiction? Will he be able to stick to the run this upcoming season to keep the balance? What do you think?
He's going to have to, Q. You know, even on my game, I have the Saints at a 50-50 run and pass balance. You got to be balanced. You can't, because Q, just look at it. Even last year with Drew, Sean Payton, I don't know if he did or not. He knew Drew was injured, and we all didn't know to the extent it was. But if he could have just kept it 50-50, that would have kept Drew upright a whole lot. When you throwing too much, Q, your quarterback getting licks that he just shouldn't have to take. What y'all think, Byron?
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Uncle Paul. I just think, stick to the running game, bro. That's the point I've been mentioning about. You know what I'm saying? I think that Sean Payton didn't understand that, that the running game is more important, though, bro. You just got to go ahead and stick to the balance and do the running tag. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why, the running game is more than it's going to, like, nobody can stop it, though, And I think that, that Sean Payton, he got to be more mindful. And he's got to get it and stay the way everything the same, bro. Stick to the running instead of run. You know what I'm saying? That's the way that you got to do in this offense. But you ain't got to do a whole lot that you're going to do all the play action and all this stuff. And that's why I think that, that's why you can't do all the, the passing game. If you got the running game, because nobody can stop the running game. But I think that's the key to the game more, because that's what Sean Payton want to do, to run the football, because we are a running football team. And that's a slick day, because I don't expect that Sean Payton, that he doesn't want to run less than 30 times of the football, and then also to do a whole lot of play action and passing and all that stuff. But you gotta do that because James, you're not gonna have James do all that like every time, though. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said the running football is a key to it. Run the football. But I just think that you want to do that because that's the balance of it. And that's why I say when you have Kamara, Latavius Murray as a 1-2 punch, and nobody can't stop them two guys in that backfield. When you got a fullback, Alex Armand, as a blocker, so that's you can't stop that. You can't do nothing with that. So that's why I say stick to the running thing. Running football, run it down.
That's true, Bob. But Sean Payton just had that tendency. He'd rather throw to try to make the 10, 15 yard than try to run. You can't. That philosophy will get you in trouble. What you think?
Yeah, I mean that's exactly right there, Uncle Paulie. I think that Sean Payton that he can't do everything that he say he's not going to do, but I just think that you gotta stick to the game plan. You know what I'm saying? And that's the full as a flawless, as a flawless thing. You know what I'm saying? You want to get to run the football because that's the point that you want to do in the game. And you can't just do everything a whole lot that Sean Payton. Okay, yeah, we're gonna stop running the football and then we're gonna throw the ball though. No. Don't do that though, Sean Payton. Stick to the running game. If you decide you're gonna open up the plays, then open up the plays you feel like you do. But don't think that you're gonna do everything you say you're gonna do and get everything wrong and say, okay, it's my fault. It's gonna be your fault because you're to blame for it. Because you the head coach, you calling the plays. You know what I'm saying? True. And that's why I say you can't just say that Sean Payton say, okay, Sean Payton screwing up on the offense because he's not sticking to the running game. Okay, well, that's why you got Pete Carmichael as offensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? So why also you say, okay, yeah, I know what I'm doing. Let me do my job. Okay, you doing your job, but you're not doing until you say you're gonna do as please though, Sean Payton. So you can't have orders and say, okay, yeah, I know I'm doing. I know exactly what I got, what I have, what I don't have. Okay, well, you're gonna fix it, right? You're gonna fix it this year, right, Sean Payton? You're gonna fix it in 2021. You say you're gonna stick to the running game? Well, get to the running game, but just don't let everything you're gonna do everything so easy for yourself and make things more tougher.
That's true. That's true, but I mean, Sean Payton has a tendency. You throwing a 40-yard bomb, all you needed was a 16-yard slant to get the first down. You could throw a curl pattern,
Yeah, but
at a certain level, though, family. Let me throw this caveat in there because a lot of family members feel like Brother Damien, and that's justified. What's up, John? Big ups to John. What's up, Chris? Big ups, fam. Chris P in the building. Jonathan. What's up, fam? Brewman, what's happening, fam? Much love to you. What's up, Adrian?
Adrian
in the house.
In his house.
and this the thing too to throw in there, family, to remind people about Coach Payton. Remember, Coach Payton did. What's up, Hemisphere? Big ups, fam. The big caveat to is remember, Coach Payton went and got a coach, and we were talking about this. He got a special assistant to help. Now, remember that we covered it. We talked about Coach Payton. Like, okay, Q, what's that all about? And this guy been in the game for like 20-something odd years. I forget his name. We had a show covering him. But don't let us not forget that. Is that an attempt
I remember
at accountability? And it's funny, family, because we do all of these shows, man. And let me tell you something. That stuff gets around, man. Just like the Pelican Post-Game Report show. You know, we start talking, and I tell you, boy, it's ripple effects. And it's not just us, it's you guys. We just merely the platform in which that thought generates. And them ripples have an effect, man, especially when everybody's sounding the same. And then come along introducing something fresh and new into that, man, that has a way of just creating all kind of, thoughts out there. And then you start seeing things occur. At some point in time, you got to get it in your head, if you're a winner, that, damn, I'm whipping tail in what I'm doing, but I'm not getting the results that I want to get, which is Super Bowls. I'm winning NFC South crowns. Why am I not winning Super Bowls?
Tell them, Q.
You have an accountability issue. Maybe that's the part, and I've been saying that for years. We have a bit of that. But Coach Payton did bring in a special assistant, a guy with 20-something odd years of football experience to help him. Now, was that injunction? He never addressed that, who that person is, in terms of what his job was. But that guy was supposed to come in and help Coach Payton, offensively speaking.
Yep, for
sure. That a guy he listens to keep him in check. Could that possibly be what that is? I mean, let me throw that to the panel. Uncle Paulie, what do you think? And then Brother Byron, I want you to chime in on that.
Well, Q, I hope it's somebody he's letting help him, not somebody that's going to be there for him to scream and me mug when he mess up.
I don't think he does that guy that. I don't think he'll do that to that man. But I'm gonna look up his name, family. While Uncle Paul, go ahead, Uncle Paulie.
Yeah, I'm just but then Q, you got to look at it like this too. You got Pete Carmichael. Okay, you got your offensive coordinator who's supposed to be calling the play. Then you're gonna bring in this offensive assistant specialist. So you got two people in your ear telling you what you should do. But Q, if you ain't gonna listen, you defeating the purpose. What y'all think?
Man, look, man.
Like some people, once he gets that look on the face, looking like an old granny, got them lips all scrunched together and peeing that over them glasses and getting mad and mean mugging folk. Somebody, you call that dumb play that got the ball intercepted. You call that play where you should have run and called that fumble. You can't get mad with the play all the time. If you'd have called the right play at the right position, you wouldn't be in that situation. What y'all think?
And like I said before, though, he can't deny and say, okay, yeah, I made a fluke on that because, I made a purpose. No, you made on for a reason. It was a blame for you, Sean Payton, because you did something wrong you had a business and did in the first place. That was unacceptable. You know that, for a doubt, you know something that's on the line, though, bro. And anywhere you go, you got to run and stick to the run and stick in the way how the plays goes, though, bro. You can't everything make mistakes and say, okay, yeah, I know I'm doing, and I'm like, it's a screw up, it's a hiccup and everything. No, I don't hear all that bull stuff. You need to take care of your business, though, bro, because you need more responsibility as a head coach and call the shots. And you can't everything say, okay, yeah, I'm not doing as please, and I don't have any instruction. Okay, help me out. Or you can't help out because everybody's trying to help you for everything, bro. You gotta know how it is, though. It's so difficult, but it's not gonna be the same like it used to be way long years ago when Drew Brees was playing with you 15 years ago. Right. No, everything changed now, bro. It's different right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a process, but you gotta make things better though, because you gotta prove that you're gonna be the head coach calling the plays all the way down the middle. And you can't everything affect the game though, and cause the game for yourself, because you're gonna feel more ashamed. The way you did, it was not the way you're supposed to do it and play things out. You gotta get things straight with Sean Payton, and you need to focus on everything, get everything organized, and get the stuff in back to way at the offense that you're supposed to run and take and take and take and step, but not trying to hold things back and say, okay, Sean Payton don't know what he's doing because all of a sudden he just not in the right direction. So he not as a mindset. But he's not using his eyes though as he used to if he can't get the call plays that he's supposed to call the plays right down the map. You gotta know that. That's why you got.
That's true, Byron. That's some true, Byron. You know what, Byron? You hit the nail on the head. I mean, Sean Payton, he's not a blooming idiot. He's been in the league long enough. It's not like he a rookie coach and that. He could go through his playbook and have him and his statistician break that down on how many plays. All right, this curl pattern. Okay. What's the percentage of it being successful? Is it 40, 50, 60, 70, 80%? All the players that he know work, he need to use them. All the players
what they do, there ain't no
y'all know what I'm saying.
Yeah, we got your Uncle Paulie, but I'm saying this as well, and you guys are calling. There got to be some growth this year because you're dealing with a team.
You got to, you're right.
It's a lot. You got a lot of young people. You got to rely on a lot of assistance. But let's bring in Brother John. Brother John, you there?
Shout at this ain't Brother John. Shout at it, Brother John nephew. Let us go. What they do? Shout it.
What
they do? Shout! I want to get out there and talk about that boy Winston, that boy Crab League, Jamin Winston. I want to know why they sitting out there putting Taysom here with the starting rep. Shout it. That don't make no sense to me, cuz that makes sense to y'all. Shout it. We all know that Taysom ain't no damn starting QB. Ain't nobody betting on Taysom except Sean Payton called it. Shout out, what's wrong with that dude? Shout out, I ought to go out there and meet that dude. Shout out, what's wrong with Sean Payton? He still got that COVID in him or something. Shout out, what that vaccine that did to that man? Shout out, tripping, got Taysom here. Look at him, shout it. He look like he's sick, shout it. I don't know what's wrong with him, cool, but he got Taysom here taking the starting reps and training. That's Mr. Good. That Mr. Taysom ain't no damn start. Taysom couldn't even start at Woodley. He couldn't start at Woodley working in that drive-through. What make you think he gonna start at quarterback? Shout it.
Oh my goodness.
He can't start at no quarterback. And then shout it. What you think about that though, Big Q? I read on Underhill Nick shout on Twitter, shout Underhill Nick shout a white dude. He was sitting there talking about this shout, and he was talking about how Taysom Hill taking a starting rep. Shout it, Taysom Hill ain't no starter. Why he?
well, to be honest with you, I think at the end of the day, you gotta look at it. I mean, Taysom is Coach Payton's. He loves Taysom Hill. He gonna give him the opportunity.
Yeah, shout. He lacerated with that man the sun, shout, cause he be up under that man nose and clothes. Shout to Taysom. Did he see Taysom Hill? Shout. Dude couldn't hold on to the ball and get paid him. Shout it. That dude couldn't hold on. What you say, shout?
That's a guy like teacher's pet in school, huh?
That's what I'm saying. Shawty, this dude be holding the ball like he Ezekiel Elliott or something. Shawty, he need to Shawty need to go back to the hospital, some shout. Cause something wrong with Sean Payton and he thinks that man a starting quarterback, Shawty.
That's Sean Payton with that man. That's Sean Payton's sidekick. That's Sean Payton's sidekick right there, man.
No, I don't know what's wrong with it. That's what I want to get up there and talk about. And Big Q, I also want to ask you about my boy Keyshawn Boutte up there at LSU. Shot. You think he gonna be the starting wide receiver next year?
Yes, sir. This upcoming
Shawty, that's what I'm talking about. Shawty, that's what I'm talking about. He the next whatever dude name is that with LSU. Shawty, you know him. He played for the Bengals now. Shawty, what his name is? Odell Beckham play for the Bengals. Shawty, Odell Beckham play for the
Jamar Chase.
No, Odell Beckham played for the Bengals. Shouted with what that dude name is? Yeah, he played for Baker Mayfield and the Bengals and Nick Chubb and the Bengals. Shouted, you know what I'm talking about, good.
The Browns.
Same thing, shouted. Both got to be in them anyway. Same thing, shouted. But anyway, that's what I want to get up there and talk about, Big Q. But I don't want to hold you up today. I also want to tell you, shout. I decided to hit a leg up here. I'm in Checker, shout. We decided out there and robbed them.
Both of them wear orange. The Browns and Bengals both of them wear orange.
But listen here. We the robbed these folk at Checkers, shout, and we up here at Popeyes on the west end, shout. Come down here and get you some Checkers. Shawty, we got spicy chicken sandwiches, big beef, milkshake. Shawty, we got everything you need out there, Shawty.
Tonight.
Just come hit us up, Big Q. We got you for free because you my dog, Shawty. You the best podcast. Yeah, Shawty. You in black suede. I don't know what he had on ugly dude. What he had anyway? Like, whatever ugly dude there.
I don't know, little Esco, bro. I don't know where he is, bro.
Yeah, but that's what I want to talk about. Shawty, just come up there by Popeyes on the West End. Shawty, we gonna hook you up. Big Q, bring your family, bring your friend, bring everybody. Shawty, we gonna hook you up, cuz. We got your Shawty. We got your Shawty because we're balling.
Oh my good Lil Esco.
John,
that's the cousin of John, Lil
Yeah, that's
Esco.
the cousin, real cousin.
Okay, then. Lord have mercy.
That's a real cousin, John.
You try to give Q some burgers and chicken and everything.
Some French fries and everything. Popeyes.
Big ups to the rest of the fam, man. Appreciate y'all being here. Big ups to y'all guys coming in. Brother Pat Rich is in the building as well. Good to see you, Brother Pat Rich. Much love to your fam. Appreciate you chiming in as well. Oh, man. You my dog, Shawty. I think he broke a record by saying Shawty, man. I think he had to. He broke a record. Nola Ball, Swag Fan, the rest of the family members as well. If you want to get on the show, family, with the rest of the panel, please feel free to hit the link at the top of the chat. There's a link there. You hit that link, you can get right on in on the panel and join Uncle Paulie, Brother Byron. I'm bringing Rudy. Rudy is back. I'm gonna bring Rudy into the stream. What's up, Rudy, man? Brother Bro, man. Big ups to you. And Brother Byron got, and this is for the chat as well, for the family members, for the panel, excuse me. He said, Damon says, Q, what is this interview I'm hearing about? They saying Peyton seems like he's getting aggravated with Thomas. Is this true? And the reality is there was an interview that Coach Peyton did the other day. But he was a bit disappointed, I guess, to say it, that Michael Thomas didn't get the surgery that was needed to get him ready for training camp.
That's true.
He kind of tugging on their patience a bit, but if this lingers, this could be problematic for him moving into the future. No doubt about it, because this is a bad look for Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas, after the season was over, was supposed to have surgery right after the season was over. And according to Nick Underhill, because I was confusing, like, hold on, we covered this and we talked about it, about that surgery happening, but the surgery never occurred because he went to the doctor. The doctor said, let's see if it heals on its own, but he never went back. And then when he went to the Saints, he did something. He ran on it. I guess he was trying to do it. And then after the fact that he had issues and stuff started happening, whether it swole up or whatever happened, and then they had to pack and ship him off. So they're talking 6 to 8 weeks. I'm saying more like 9 to 10.
Might be longer than that, Q.
It could be because he was walking on it and aggravating the damn thing, and you can't be on that. We had Tragic talked about it. We had pictures up of the knee and everything. Y'all remember the stream. I put when Tragic was breaking, I had medical pictures and analysis on takes on how long it'll take. Y'all seen all of that stuff. But that's a big part. He a bit peeved a lot, and we are too. He should have took care of that. That's not handling business.
Yeah.
But I'm
that's a lot of soft tissue too. That takes a long time to heal.
That's true. You got to stay on
to get that recovery.
Hold on, brother. I'm gonna bring in. I got Rudy. I'm gonna bring in Brother Pat Rich, and then Rudy to add to the panel. But I want to get all you guys' takes on that as well. Big ups to the fam. Remember, fam, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and if you want to join tonight's panel, there's a link at the top of the chat. I'm going to forego what I said earlier about 8 o'clock. If you were thinking about that, don't worry about 8 o'clock. Everything's fine. We'll push it a little further. So with that being said, we're going to bring on Brother Pat Rich and Rudy to the stream as well. Much love to the family. Brother Pat Rich, good to see you.
What's going on, Doc? What's going on, Brother Q? How you doing? I'm good. I'm good, man. Who that? That's all that matters. Who that,
fam?
Yeah. What's up, B?
What's up, baby?
Nothing much, bro. What's going on with you? What you got to say, baby? Go ahead on.
Man, bro, I gotta talk everything about our team, though. Saints, though, bro. We got everything we got to cover, though, bro.
I've been listening to you for a long time, bro. I never got to talk to you, so spill it on us. Put it on us. Let's go.
Hey, let's put it on, bro. You know how to do, bro.
What's
Hey, man. Hey, look, bro. I just think, like I said, man, I think that we need to be more. I think we need to be more reasonable about this. That we need to do this year, though, bro. I think we need to get things a little correct, though, and fixed and everything, because I know there's a problem. Everything's going on for the last couple of months and last week, due to the suspension with Davian Mata. About be out for 6 weeks with the drug test and fail and everything, and then Deonte Harris might be suspended to the DUI, and Marshawn Lattimore might be suspended because the arrest he had in his hometown, Cleveland, Ohio. I mean, it's a difficult situation we're in right now, though, bro. It's a problem that we got to deal with. I know I'm really mad about this, though, bro. That when I'm hearing all these bad news and reports and everything came out, about a team that we know we're not satisfied. We know we're more upset about this, though, that everything's happened, though, with our team, because everything was going smooth for the last 5 months. And now everything is, like I say, it's a hiccup thing right now because, like I say, we're going to have some guys going to be out with Michael Thomas, going to be out for a while. Since he had that late surgery in June. And he should have that surgery during the off season since January or last year, since 2020 season, it was over. And I think, like Michael Thomas, he takes too long to have that surgery, and I think that he should have had the surgery a little early ago. And I think that's why I say he'll be ready for the open season, though. But now it's just going to be a setback for Michael Thomas, so he ain't going to come back after that bye week. You know what I'm saying? After we go into a Seattle game. And that's why I say it's a big
Okay. Let's slow down. All right. Let's think about this here. Okay. All right. Michael Thomas, right? We're thinking about this here. Michael Thomas, bro, went ahead on. He probably had a representative in front of his agent, all that type of stuff like that. Premier, doctors or whatever like that said, hey, look, we can heal this through rehab. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing that you always got to think about. You got to think about what these guys are thinking about. They're not trying to go underneath that knife.
Nope.
Nobody's really trying to go underneath that knife. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to go ahead on, you want to try and heal through rehab, and you feel like this is the best opportunity for you to do so, we are going to do so. However, though, that did not work. Sean Payton is upset. I understand that. But this man knows his body.
True that.
That's everybody that we look at. Everybody on this team, we know our bodies, even though we got a couple of people out because of some other bullshit. But still, we know our bodies. We cannot go ahead on and look at Michael Thomas as, hey, look, Doc, you're messed up right now. This, that, and the other, bro. No. This man is an asset to our team at all times. When he is on the field, there is double coverage over there. And you still can't guard Mike.
Can't guard Mike, baby. Can't guard Mike.
They got him in that Tampa Bay game, though.
Yep, they sure did.
I don't think he had 2 catches.
That's because his ankle was shot.
Oh, who said that?
They could have used him as a decoy now.
No, who said that's because his ankle was shot?
Coach Rudy.
Decoy.
Rude. You for real on that there. That ankle was done from the beginning, son. It did not matter what in the world he did throughout that year to try and rehab it. Even if he tried to rehab it throughout this year, the little surgery that he had, at the end of the year did not matter.
You're right.
But I'm just saying it's like right now we're trying to correct this thing, man. And Sean is pissed because guess what? We cannot correct something that he thought that he could do through another way. No, we can't correct that, right?
P-Rob, do you think it would have been better? Thing would have just put him on injury reserve last year and just wrapped him?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, man.
Yes, sir. His whole stats from the year before, right? We broke the record. Q, I'm sorry, dude. My bad. I'm sorry I'm taking over your show a little bit, bro.
Go ahead, voice.
Okay, we broke the record, right? That's the one thing about it. If we broke the record, then why in the world are we trying to put our best offensive player besides Alvin Kamara on that field? And he's not 100%. Drew Brees wasn't 100%, and you saw what happened.
That's true.
I rely on Drew. Yes, I love Drew. But the one thing about it is this here that he was not 100%. We tried to put him back in there. He couldn't throw the ball more than 40 yards down the field. It hurt us.
Nope. It didn't have no fire behind it much.
That's why he had the arm strain. He had the arm strain because he can't push the ball down the field. And that's why I say Drew Brees is not more healthy because when he came back last year, he was not himself like he was. We had all them fractured ribs. And that's why I say he's not 100%. That's why I say you should have hold him to the postseason on the playoffs. And that was an issue because he would not himself like he was on that game. Against a Kansas City game and more any game he was playing. That's why I say you can't let Drew Brees, you cannot tell Drew Brees anything he's gonna do. I know he's the Hall of Fame though. He's the GOAT, he's a legend. But the point I'm saying that Drew Brees need to understand is that you have all the injuries in your career though, and you still not more compete yourself to play at the level you're supposed to play at the level beyond. And that's why there's a holdback for Drew Brees because he just don't have the arm that he can push that ball way more deeper on the field. But he just don't have that kind of arm strength that he never had that he was in his young days. And that's why I say you can't tell Drew Brees nothing about it.
They should let Drew take to the playoffs too.
All right, Paul, B, let's do this here. Let's take everything away from the situation now, right? Let's do this here. We have a healthy Jameis Winston, right? We can now see. The dude can see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before he was wearing contacts. If you saw him when he was at Florida State, he was squinting on the sidelines, looking at his coach, trying to get the play call from Jimbo Fisher, and he couldn't even see the man.
Nope.
He couldn't even see 13, 15 yards down the field possibly. Now, LASIK. Okay, cool. Thank God for surgery, all that type of stuff like that there, right? Good. Here we go. Now we can see. You know, all right, him being the most explosive football player in college, him being in college and not being able to see then. And now he can see. Woo, shit.
Now you can see his eyes. You got the vision.
I can see clearly now. You got the vision. You can put whoever in the world you want to out there. It doesn't matter. Do you understand what I'm saying here?
So that's why he threw them 30 interceptions. He couldn't see clearly.
He can't see clearly because he never had a vision. But he got the vision now. He can see more better on the field, though. That's why he got the eyes, though. He had the eyes. He can use the vision, see more clearly anywhere it goes. So he can throw the ball. So he can put the ankles anywhere to the receivers and get to the ball like ankles. So that's what I say. James never had that kind of when he was in Tampa. Because I'm saying he never had a good offensive coordinator. He never had a good offensive line. So he can't see anything around the field. But now you with the Sean Payton offense with the Black and Gold Nation with the New Orleans Saints, now you can see more better though. Your eyes gonna be wide open. Now you can see all the stuff around you though, Jamie. That's what James
wants to do. That's not true.
Cyrus.
That's not true. That's not true. Oh, somebody begs the differ. That's not true. What'd you say, bud? Come on, Cyrus.
That
ain't true, bud. That ain't true. That ain't true, bud. Jameis Winston can see perfectly fine when he was in Tampa. He could see perfectly fine. Hell, he saw it through 4,300 yards in his rookie season, and then he threw 15 and 14 interceptions. He could see perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with Jameis Winston. He's just a sorry quarterback, and Taysom Hill is our feature. I've told Big Key that several times on this show before. That Taysom Hill is the future of this team. He's 30 years old. He's mobile. He can throw the deep ball. Hell, have you ever met a quarterback that can throw a football deep down the field and it look like a punt? No, you've never seen a quarterback with Taysom Hill. He's the only one that can do that. Taysom Hill is our best option to win. Jameis Winston is not good, and I'm just sorry to tell you that boy cannot throw the football because he's blind.
Come on, Rudy, help him out.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Stop. You aggravated my allergy, dude.
Jameis Winston sucks, bud. He sucks.
Yeah, but you say you
Come
like
on,
you
Rudy,
like,
tell him. Get straighten him out right quick.
You say you like James at first though. Now you change your mind. You want to Taysom though, huh? So you
No, I've never said that. Have I? Big Q. Many times I've been on here, haven't I always said Taysom Hill is our quarterback? Haven't I said that now, Big Q?
That's true.
I've stood by my word. Taysom is the man.
But I just think you said James was going to be the guy. Now you say Taysom is going to be the guy.
No. I don't want Jameis. Jameis is a broken record that, I mean, they've helped him. They've tried to get help. It's not like they just throw him out there. They did try to get him help. They drafted people. They got people in free agency. Ellie Marpet is arguably one of the best linemen in the NFC South. He's probably the best lineman besides Ramczyk in our division. Ellie Marpet, you know what I'm talking about, Q? That's a good dude right there. So it's not like, and look at Tom Brady. Tom Brady wasn't sacked that many times, and all they did was got to Tristan Wirfs dude. I mean, Jameis sits up there, and I hate it when they blame the offensive line on these quarterbacks that sit back in the backfield, hold the ball for 15 damn seconds. If a line gives you more than 10 seconds to throw the football, that's a damn good line right there. He hold on to the ball too long. Taysom does the exact same thing. That's why he fumbles the ball. He has to get rid of it quicker. And that's the only reason Jameis sucked. Because he held on. He had reads, but he threw him too late. And that's all I want to get up here and say because
hold on, brother John.
Because I might have to go. I might have to go. I might have to go. The police is behind me. God damn, they ain't finna catch me, bud. They ain't finna catch me, bud. They ain't gonna catch me today.
The police chasing him again. The police chasing him again. He had to get off. Big ups to brother Madge Prime. Much love. He says market. The focus will be the tight end and running game will go 11-7 and make it further in the playoffs in the playoff games. Cyrus, puff pass. Thank you, brother.
Puff pass already.
He want to hear that rebuttal. He had to get off.
But hold on, before I get the rest of the family members chime in, Rudy, he didn't get an opportunity since he popped back in. Go ahead, Rudy. What you got?
Oh, sorry. I'm just amazed at the bullshit that's coming out of the bullshit that's colluding.
I muted my mic for a reason. Let me stop.
Oh man, let me chill out, man.
People fail to realize is that them interceptions were mostly on the Bruce Arians. The most he has on the Bruce Arians system. Secondly, half of that was because it was called tip drills, fundamental stuff that can be very easily avoidable. You know.
That's true. Yes, sir.
Maybe because of step late or something like that. The ball gets tipped and it ends up intercepted. I'm like, this dude, Jameis literally defeated one of the best SEC West teams in the conference. Auburn, and that Auburn team was none to sniff out that year. Was none to sneeze at. I'm like, and he whooped him in the final BCS game. I mean, because that defense was one of the best that year in Auburn's history, and he's
true. Yeah, pick Auburn to win it all. You right.
And not only that, the ratio was 1-to-1 that year. He also threw 30 touchdowns and 5,000 yards, might add. This is cherry on top. But he's had 4,000 seasons consistently since he got here.
For real, man.
Granted, Tommy, look, consistency is everything. It's like, and consistency and availability is the best ability you can have. And while Jameis is so much for example, he was in sometimes when the player tries to change their own self, it's not the player's fault. It's the environment they're in.
That's true.
If you are in a Kansas environment, you're going to have Kansas results.
For
example, I hate saying this, but Eli Apple, they said he was a cancer in the locker room, right? And he flourished. Granted, if he kept his head on a swivel, he'd probably be a little bit better, you know?
Right.
But he did an amazing job while he was for the most part, you know? Yeah. But that was his good head on, keep his head on swivel. It's like the weight literally came off his shoulders. He could have fun. You know? I hate saying this, but I don't. I actually love it. The New York City market is a double-edged sword. The two is a reason because they're a big because they're a big market. You got more chance to get yourself out there, you know. But it causes to have unnecessary pressure put on them, and the expectation to fail is really high. One tiny mistake, you're off the team, and that's not just in football, basketball, and so. Oh man, I swear, it takes a lot to get into my skin. But yourself.
Oh yeah, you passionate about the black and gold now.
Yeah.
But hey, Uncle Paul,
what you got?
I drew up a couple plays.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
It's good plays though, Rudy.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So X is like optional, an optional player. That means you can either have an extra or an actual like fullback. Basically, we're gonna be going back to the old school I formation, and that's I formation is scripture. It works, you know.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's good.
And if Bob Speeders have a running back can be a nice blocker. Think about that.
I like that, Rudy. If you can remember, old Coach Bill Walsh used a lot of formations with Joe Montana.
Yeah, you need to show
that's the old West Coast offense.
Yeah, that's West Coast. You did that to Sean Payton, so you can do that for the players in the game.
That's what's up.
That is, man. Good play. Sean Payton need to take a copy of that.
Hey, that's what I say. You need to get a copy of Rudy, though, man, because Rudy know he does it, bro. That's what you got to play like that. Calling a play like that.
Yes, indeed.
No, that called a shot.
By the way,
hey, Q.
No, we're doing.
Hey, Q, they need to let Coach Jim Chaney do some of that. Give Sean Payton some new looks on the field. Come on, man.
Yeah, let me talk about that, fam. That's a part of dealing with it. That's a part of it, right? This is the coach that I was telling the family members about, right? This is the coach that Coach Payton hired this past offseason to come in and help him out. Jim Chaney. Very, very little fanfare was made about this. But is this the guy to help keep Coach Payton's system balanced? Or what could Chaney add to Coach Payton's system? They're not talking about this guy, but anytime you talk about Coach Payton and him having an offensive analysis or analyst that's available there, this is kind of big. Now, if you look at his resume here or his biography,
I like that bio, Q.
36-year coaching veteran. Long is one of college football top offensive minds. And this is his first season as an offensive analyst for the Saints. In 2021, Chaney returns in the NFL. In 21, after stints at Tennessee, Georgia, Pittsburgh, and Arkansas. In all, he has been coaching for 36 years, 33 in college, and 3 in the pros. This is the guy that
that's amazing.
Now, they're not talking about this, man, but we covered this, I don't know how many shows ago. I mean, I do 50 shows across several different platforms, but I know we covered this and we made quite the big deal about it. Who is this guy? And then, when you talk about adding a guy there, that's a whole nother thing altogether. You see what I'm saying?
Sure it is.
So listen, I'm going to let y'all chime in on that, but let me bring Brother Madge Prom into the panel as well. Brother Prom, how you doing? Welcome to the stream.
What's up?
How you doing, bro?
I'm just being entertained with some who that, baby? Who that?
Who that, babe?
I'm just being entertained and I don't know what the hell Cyrus was smoking. That was some good shit.
He was smoking that
was some good shit.
He was smoking.
Hey, that's a pie weed over click.
Yeah, that's that must be some of that old school night wall weed from the 90s.
That's a miles, though.
He must have it must have been a clickum or something he was smoking. He must
hey, I had to click that though, but hey, it smelled good though. So sight.
I was calling this to say that I'm not gonna get upset and panic like a lot of Saints fans are doing out there. But we gonna be good. We're gonna be good. Trust me. We're gonna be good. We might not win the division, but we'll make it further in the playoffs. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna put my money on Brady not making it to the Super Bowl because they're highly favored.
I hope so. I hope that comes.
I don't deserve to be a favorite for them.
I want to put $50 down on that somewhere if I can. I want to put my money where my mouth is because I don't think
I
he's
don't
gonna
even
make
want
it.
to see him in the NFC Championship game.
I
Nowhere
don't
near
want
the
to see
Super
nowhere
Bowl.
near the
Oh.
NFC Championship or near the Super Bowl. Period. I don't want to go nowhere near this year.
No, I don't think he'll make it. Trust me, I just have a feeling he's not gonna make it a whole season. The man is
Hey,
not
brothers.
good.
So y'all.
Hey, brothers, we must remember, bro, that these dudes went ahead and beat us, bro, in one game. We beat them twice.
And we
You know what I'm
That's true.
saying? Y'all
True.
gotta think about it, bro. That's a deep hatred that we gotta have for them some bitches.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to say it that way. Excuse me, Q. I don't mean it that way. But what I mean is this here is that, bro, we gotta dominate. I'm talking about this is 3 games that we gotta dominate straight up and down.
Hey,
Then we gotta dominate whoever come after them.
Cook cost us that game and want to talk shit about there's
Cook,
better
we
talent
can
with
blame
San
it on
Diego.
Cook all we want to. How many players are there on the field at all times?
You're right.
All of them.
How many players?
All of
There
them.
are 11 players on the field. Am I correct?
Right.
All
You're
of
right.
them. All of them.
You're right. Well, I've been saying, look, I'm a Breeze fan. He should have retired 2 years ago.
So hold up, we can look at Cook all we want to, bro. I mean, like, dude, he out in San Diego now. He don't make us no difference right now. It's about this team. It's about what we do today.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if we don't do it today, then guess what, bro? Tomorrow never counts, man. Lattimore about to be out, right?
Yep.
We got Harris about to be out, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got our main wide receiver about to be out. Thomas. So basically, let's say, bro, what does the team bring? What can they do? That's what we gotta look at. Forget everything else.
Them young boys gonna step up. Trust me, them young wide receivers gonna step up. Watch what I tell you.
Yeah, they're gonna step
That boy from Tulane, I'm expecting him to step up. I'm expecting him to step up because if we signed him way before the draft and everything like that, there, he needs to step up.
Yeah, Jaden McKesky.
Yeah,
that boy right there.
Coach, go. I'm listening.
First, I gotta say this. This is Friday night. I was gonna say, you might want to have your mic on for this, dude. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Can you hear me, P-Rob?
I can hear you, bro, but I'm doing something.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I know it's Friday night. I would say you look like you're about to have some fun, but the shine made me blind, so I can't see. So the shine always had made me blind. But I'm gonna make a prediction. Callaway will get at least 4, maybe 5 touchdowns and just shy of 1,000 yards. If not 200 yards, shy of it.
Well, that sounds reasonable.
That
sounds reasonable.
That's dope.
Good prediction.
Well, and I know Big Q last year used to talk about the screen depot and all that, but with a deep pass, that's gonna make your screen pass play even more dangerous.
And we can bring more.
Yeah,
and
I
bring
agree with
green pass. Thank you, Jesus.
Because I'm gonna tell you, people is gonna expect. I'm telling you, what's gonna happen. I just have this feeling because the last 2 days of practice, Jameis has not been throwing too many deep balls. That's what they're gonna do during the season. They're gonna lull people to sleep, and that's when Jameis is gonna start hitting it with the bomb. They're gonna keep drawing them in and drawing them in and drawing them in.
Look, I got
hey,
bro, right here.
You know what? James said, "Let the system work." Right.
Right.
Yes.
So let the system work, bro. Sean Payton know what he's doing. We just got. That's it.
Sean got this though, bro. I think Sean Payton, like I said, Sean Payton's a good head coach though, bro. I'm not saying Sean Payton's bad. I think he's good. He know what he's doing though, bro. I know he handling his business though. He's gonna be smart. He's gonna get the players all everything in this offense. He know he got everything that he's gonna get with Jameis, and they're gonna have a good relationship together into the season. They know they're gonna be on the same page. They're gonna have both discuss about what we're gonna do, what we're not gonna do, and how they're gonna get everything fixed and everything. This offense is gonna be explosive. This is gonna be a dangerous offense into 2020 season though, bro. I think some teams gonna have their hands for the team that the New Orleans is gonna be into the season because all these weapons we got around this offense, with James gonna be slinging that damn ball around the field, and all these tools we got Taysom Hill as a back, so as a damn wildcat play that he gonna do all the run that he gonna do. Then you got the running game with Kamara, Tavis Murray. And then you always wide receiver Traquan Smith, Deonte Harris, Kwani Baker. You got Jalen McKeskey. You got Allen Trotman. You got Nick Van Nant, the backup tight end. All these weapons, man. James gonna have a breakout year with the Black Nation, though, bro. Y'all think it's a joke, but James gonna be a different type of Jim you never see in a long time, though. And I'm letting out how it's gonna put on noise, though. Some teams gonna be in trouble, and they know they're gonna see a kind of team that the Saints gonna be into the season. And I'm letting how it is. I'm putting on alert as alert. They're gonna be in trouble. They're gonna be in trouble because this is gonna be a type of Saints team you never see without Drew Brees around in the Warners, though, bro. And I'm pointing out how it's on the map, though.
Let me interject right there, brother Byron. We got another family member that's joining in the panel. Big ups to
That's
the Great
all right.
Saint Think Tank and the rest of the family members. Philip Throw Docs, what's up, fam? Good to see you in the chat, my friend. Appreciate you. Elites in the building as well. Pelicans NOLA's in the building as well. Much love to the family members. I appreciate y'all. Who That for Life is in the building. What's up, fam? Appreciate you being here as well. And John, and of course John dropping science.
Big Q, we appreciate you, Big Q. We appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate John, though, man.
Much love to all y'all, bro. Y'all know how I feel about
y'all?
you.
Look, this
What's up? Greg, welcome in, bro.
What's up? Somebody keep it all the way 1,000 because I'm tired of people saying Taysom Hill this, Taysom Hill that. Look, son, if you know football, if you want to be real with yourself, Taysom Hill is better as being a Swiss Army knife. He is not our quarterback. Jameis Winston
Exactly.
He's got more experience. People only hate Jameis Winston. I'm gonna be real because he's black. He a black quarterback. They don't want to see no black quarterback.
Say it. Keep it real. Keep it real.
Keep it real, bro.
No more Great White Hope is coming. We got lucky with Breeze. Breeze, I love Breeze. Breeze should have retired 2 years ago. Breeze cost us at least a Super Bowl.
For real.
Sean Payton leaned on him too much.
Leaned way much. Whole lot of it.
Hey, Byron.
Yo.
I know you said Sean Payton is like one of the smartest coaches around. Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. Like him and Belichick are the only two smartest quarterbacks in the league. Not quarterbacks, coaches in the league. But to be honest, when it comes to more creativity, I have faith in Sean Payton. Because he's hell of a lot more creative than Belichick ever is.
Yeah, same here, bro. Same here. I think
Andy Reid and Sean McVay no slouches either now, y'all.
Oh no. But they're
up there. He up there.
But you can see the flaws in Sean and head. They're pretty easy to spot. So. But
but look, coach, we got to think about this here, right? Belichick is what, more of a defensive-minded head coach.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We're looking at offensive-minded head coaches that we're looking at across the board. Sean McVay, this, that, the other, all that type of stuff like that there, bro. Well, right now, Sean actually has that option to concentrate on his offense because Dennis Allen is doing a great job with the defense. If you actually ever know, bro, we have progressed throughout the years, you know what I'm saying, as far as defensive stops, everything like that there, bro. Well, you gotta look at Demario Davis, bro. That was one of our biggest pickups.
P-Rob, can I stop?
Oh yeah, by far.
Coach, go, coach. I'm sorry. Go, coach.
Davis is a fantastic player. And Big Q have Jets players, and have we got more Jets players?
We did.
That's true. Javario Davis came in and just left off with Jonathan Vilma had left off. Forget about Vilma.
Let's not forget this. I'm gonna say something kind of blasphemous. Dennis Allen is a better defensive coordinator than Greg Williams is.
I could agree.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yes, Lord.
I'm excluding that 1 year with Super Bowl because we weren't in the top 10. We were 20th ranked. Dennis Allen has made consistent top 10. Sorry, the top 5. And we had, I believe we just had gotten Dennis Allen when we played Greg Williams with the Browns, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, get to yes, granted we had to get to go to the Super Bowl with it, but he's kept us in the playoffs and claimed that division for 4 years straight. That's saying something. No, but not that's sweeping and a divisional opponent. How many people can say that?
No, I got one better for you, Coach. How many teams in the NFL, and I think everybody on the panel is going to agree with me 1,000% with what I'm about to say. How many teams in the NFL has ever played a season without their freaking head coach?
You better say that, man. You better
Only
say
one.
that.
Tell 'em, bro. Tell 'em.
Over
I can say
BS.
one. I can say one.
Who?
Indianapolis Colts. Chuck Pagano was out.
Oh,
He had cancer.
That's right.
I'm,
So
well, I'm
he
Don't,
did.
talking.
hey, bro.
Well,
I forgot
I'm
about
talking.
that one.
Don't
I'm
slip.
talking. I'm
Don't
talking
never
about.
slip, bro.
I'm talking about the foolishness about a boning. They've been doing that in football since the
Yeah.
70s. How
Okay.
many of y'all? I remember
So,
y'all remember Lester Hayes with the stick'em.
hold on. Bro. No, make no excuses. Please don't. Okay.
Hey,
Reason why I say that, bro, is this here is that man had cancer. He had to let go of his team.
yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we talking about Bounty Gate. We talking about, okay, our coach gone. We got somebody else to go ahead and replace him at the time being this, that, and the other. Who knows if they call, talk, this, that, and the other, whatever like that, and whatever he saw. He can't say anything like that.
Speaking of Bounty
right?
Exactly. Because people need to realize, and I think I said this before during the season, that a lot of people don't remember. A lot of people have forgotten the reason why this commissioner hates the Saints so much is because when he was going for the job, Tom Benson was behind Jim Finks getting the job.
Exactly.
And it pissed this man off. And this man hasn't liked the Saints since in the organization because we didn't back him.
Can I say this real quick about the?
Go for it. Go for it.
To be honest, that whole situation, like, there was hardly any evidence. Like, it was, and if it was circumstantial. Like, it was basically inadmissible in court. I'm like, hold up. You mean to tell me that we get busted for something that's circumstantial evidence when the Patriots literally had Deflategate, Spygate, and like other cheating? But they won Super Bowls. Kind of sucks if you ask me. But not only that, how we not had that Bounty Gate, our defense would have been a hell of a lot better in 12 and 13.
Yep.
Right there, and then 18 would have been our final Super Bowl in Drew Brees' career. Drew Brees should have retired with a right knuckle on.
Oh shit!
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. You talk about head hunting. You don't think there was head hunting Joe Theismann that Monday night game when he broke his leg? You remember that?
Oh,
I remember that dude.
Oh yeah, Lawrence Taylor lead him up.
Okay. Let me take everybody away from this right here, please, because we're getting into hypotheticals. Now, let's get into something that's really happening this season. Okay, Q, I'm gonna ask you, bro. Okay, and I'm gonna ask the rest of the panel also. What do y'all think about this Hawkeye camera that we have now that's about to happen within the NFL itself? All right, because basically what happens is this here is that it's the same camera they use on tennis courts when they get shit correct. It's the same camera they use within baseball where they get stuff correct. So 2018, if we would have had this technology during that time, because from what I understand is this here is that, okay, I listen to the Pat McAfee show sometimes throughout the day just to go ahead on and get me throughout the day. Okay, Pat McAfee, kicker for the Colts. Y'all know him, good guy. However, though, the one thing about is this here is that they've improved the technologies, you know what I'm saying, for the replay system itself. So let's concentrate at that there. If we would have this in 2018, 2019. I'm just saying. Now you want to correct the technology? Let's go.
Yeah, if we had that,
I don't think. I mean, brother Pat, Rich, to be honest with you,
Yeah,
I'm gonna say it like I've been saying it, bro.
Right.
They need the Hawkeye technology or the spy technology, whatever you want to call it, bro. They can still gonna call it like it is. It's like changing the rules.
That's true.
Changing the rules and giving a referees an extra referee to watch the game. You don't need an extra referee. Everybody and his mama seen the play was a foul. What he did with Tommy Lee Jones, he ran over.
It was the producer.
he should have been.
But my take is it don't make a damn difference if you give them
But
all this
here it
extra
is though,
technology.
Q. Here go the big part.
It don't. If you're not getting rid of the issue. The issue is not
Here's
the
the big part.
technology.
Q.
Go ahead, Pat.
He's at least freezing up, I think.
You freezing up, Pat. Go ahead, bro. I'm listening.
Yeah, he freezing bad.
I think that player from the
you read that?
No.
You still there, Pat?
The big part is this here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big part is this here is that they went ahead on, all right, the producers of what was going on as far as the technology that was on the field. The producers were the ones who were giving the NFL refs and the commission that was in New York what they wanted to see. You know what I'm saying? It's not actually what they saw. The producers were giving them, hey, look, this is what we see. That's it. The producers were doing that, bro. And I swear to you, bro, I've lost a lot of money on that shit. Because basically to say if the producers were the ones who were saying, hey, look, this is the angle we're going to give you, and this is it, I lost money on that. You feel what I'm saying? I go to Mississippi lines and go down across the cross.
But then they need to give him, he beeline to the receiver. He didn't even look behind him. He just ran straight.
That's what I'm saying. So here it is. So basically say how can the producers give you the information for what they want to see? Who knows what bias they may have or anything like that at all? It's conspiracy, yes. But the one thing about it is this here is that it was the producers who were giving the referees what they wanted them to see and New York what they wanted them to see. Now you have Hawkeye. It's a whole different ball game. So basically to say the XFL went ahead on and actually corrected something that we were trying to correct a whole time ago. Because the XFL came in with Hawkeye and they came with, okay, you saw it yourself. If you watch the XFL, it went ahead on presented what it was, like at least 20 seconds in between that time of a pass interference or anything like that at all, and bam, you had an answer.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. We just have to look at the pattern. But I know there's been a lot of tricky calls that went against the Saints the last 5 years. I can tell you that.
Hold up.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you. Even before when you talking about this technology, I'm gonna go way back. I'm the reason why my handle is Blue 5, brother, because I'm a Sigma. I remember when we was playing San Francisco.
Bro,
I remember
good to you.
Thank you. Blue 5, because I'm gonna remember when we played against San Francisco, and my frat brother Jerry Rice was playing for the 49ers, and Montana threw him a bomb, and Saints gave him the Superdome. He spiked the ball at the 1 yard line, and they gave him a touchdown.
I remember that. So did, man. And Jim Moore went ballistic on the sideline.
On the rail.
But
that was a fumble at the goal line.
That's interesting, Pat. I'm gonna let you coming up next, Rudy. I got you. Big ups to the family members in the chat. Much love, brother Gundam. I see you out there in the rest. Shannon, what's up, fam? Appreciate you being in the building as well. And that's an interesting point, Pat. I mean, my take is watching NFL football for so many years is simply this. There's a vendetta. They broke up statistics to back this up. You don't really need stats if you just pay attention to what the game is.
Yeah.
They've cheated. They cheat the Saints any chance they have. And they steal touchdowns off the board from the Saints any chance they have. The Cam Jordan return for a touchdown off a fumble that they blew dead. Remember that? And then talk about they made a mistake. I mean, it's always all this change in technology in the plays is always against the Saints. It's all against the Saints. And I'm saying this, as long you can put the Hawkeye, the Eagle Eye, the any other bird with
bird's eye.
Bird's eye.
I'm telling you.
You can put any damn bird name you want on it. But that you can take the satellites from up in space and zoom in on top of the damn thing. At the end of the day, it won't mean a hill of beans if you got the same people that's running the technology. It don't make sense.
That's your right.
You can change the rules. You can say this, that, and the third. You can put instant replay in there. It don't mean a hill of beans if the people who are running it is corrupt. So it's not a technology. It's not a technology issue, in my opinion. is not a issue period, or what it is a corruption issue from the top, because the referees are controlled by the commissioner.
You better say that.
When you run afoul of the referees and disrespect them, whatever that means,
Right.
you don't pay to the referees. You pay it to the NFL, which is collected by the commissioner. Then they
True.
distribute the punishment, not the referees. So that means the referees work for them. The referees do whatever they say. That's why I'm so hard on the referees, because I'm always going after them referees. How you put your damn pants on in the morning and look yourself in the mirror, knowing you going out here talking about you calling games fair when you out here cheating and giving preferential treatment to opposite teams. That's a dirty dog.
Yeah, that's true.
That's my point on it. Many people probably won't agree with that, but I call it as I see it.
I'm with you on that, Q.
The group that NFL commissioner is corrupt, and his underlining little pigeons, which is the referees, are corrupt too.
That's why they need to be full time. They don't need to be part time. They need to be full time.
Just like that took rule with Tom Brady. That was a fumble.
They part time to control them, bro. That's the bottom line. That's what that is. You know,
they want Oakland to go to the Super Bowl.
Right. That's the way they control. They know the 3 referees converging on the point where Tommy Lee Lewis gets ran over by Roby Coleman. They all converge to a point.
That's a bad
and all of them
all day long.
Not to pull. That means that was clear corruption.
That's what I said. They don't know flag on that.
They were trying to get the Rams in the Super Bowl because they was building that goddamn stadium out there.
Exactly.
And they wanted the Rams to galvanize the football fan base who gives a rat's ass about professional football in the city of Los Angeles.
They got to keep fired up now.
That's what I said. That's no good, bro.
That's what it's about, fam. But go ahead, Rudy. You got it next.
To say, first off, like I agree, Los Angeles, they don't give a rat's ass in Los Angeles. They're all about basketball there.
They don't care. They're college football. They don't care about pro ball.
But
that's true. That's so true.
The Chargers should have still kept San Diego. And it should stay in San Diego, if you ask me. But,
I agree, Rudy. It should have stayed but there.
First off, despite the technology, there's one thing I want us to really hard like crack now. Blatant targeting. Any automatic ejection. What it is, you know. But if it's unintentional, that's a warning. But another thing I want to crack down on is rather change the rule on is a fumble. Like if we're driving and we fumble and go in the end zone, it should be down where we got fumbled at on the 1 yard line.
I like that, Rudy. I like that.
Like I said, the reason why I say I want to crack down on targeting, especially coming on contact, because ever since out here is not to make you go to sleep.
So true.
I miss the day. Actually, if the refs are not being fair, you can crack them right in the skull. I miss them days. We should bring that back. You know.
Roger Goodell will have a hissy fit.
Listen,
I got me a bottle. I'm gonna crack right in their head.
I'm taking money. I'm taking money from them. They can find if they can issue out fine. If you can issue fines, been received.
Fine the referees.
If you
suspend them for some games.
If you call like what happened with the Saints and them referees, if they won't put it, if it really was about the referees, they would have fired each and every last one of them for
That's true.
That's true. But like I said, it's too many situations as a Saints person that I can go over with each one of you that shows is a clear line down the middle against the Saints. The Bounty Gate. A lot of people don't realize that the Bounty Gate, they recanted the Bounty Gate and apologized to the Saints for Bounty Gate, and they never gave the Saints the draft picks back or nothing. It was not meant to be something that stick. They just wanted to damage the Saints after the Super Bowl because they didn't want to put that dynasty together.
Exactly. They even changed the rule to go to the Super Bowl now. They changed overtime rules because the Saints won in overtime with a field goal.
It's always you always the one. Like last year, how many times y'all heard me saying that? How is it the fact that we had to go and beat a Carolina team that was dead from even having an effect 3 or 4, 5 weeks into the season? Well, you got no Saints. You can't push the NFC South until you beat the Carolina Panthers. Why? Why?
Right.
Why the hell I gotta? They're not even in the playoffs. Larry, what are you talking about? Well, no, that was for you, so you can give Tampa Bay an out, so they can get in the playoffs. See, everything is against
That's why he did
you.
though.
But see, when you start talking like that, they start saying, "Oh, yo, that's some crazy Saints people thinking the world against them."
That's true.
And they actually
That's
are
true.
against you. You bring up
I
all
tell you,
it's
I tell you
scandal
what,
on scandal against the black and
right.
gold, man. Come on.
I tell you what, Green Bay better not get that #1 seed this year.
No,
I'm
that
sick of
guy's
Green Bay.
They never because Aaron Rodgers came back. And Aaron Rodgers supposed to retire. He came right back to Green Bay. And he talking about I'm not gonna come back to the team. So we saw Aaron Rodgers at training camp these past couple of days, and they gave him a new rework on his contract, and he gonna stay for 2 more years. So you can't tell what Green Bay gonna say and everything about Aaron Rodgers' situation because he knew he said that he's not gonna come back to Green Bay. And now look what happened. Both sides came to agreement and said, okay, now we're gonna work things out. Now you can't tell one quarterback gonna tell the other people saying, oh no.
I'm gonna mute your mic, Pat.
Hey,
Come on, bro.
Hey, Big Q.
Go ahead, Rudy.
Sorry about that. My computer, my phone kind of lagged out on me.
It's totally fine, Rudy. Sorry,
but you do agree with me. Like if they ain't afraid to throw a bad call, they need to be. They aren't afraid to take a fucking punch.
Well, listen, bro. You know, I'm all for. I call that the Dat slap. It's a T-shirt with me slapping the hell out of it. I'm not.
Because I almost got in a fight with the ref.
Slap right there.
I'm not kidding. I almost got into a fight with the ref as a coach and the assistant league. Because I saw in the same one I saw 3 times.
Coach, you ain't no good. You ain't no good for people, Coach.
So in the 70s and 80s, the players might get away with that, but not now. Roger Goodell suspended for the whole year. You fuck a ref.
Hear me on this. Why I wanted to punch him? Like I wanted to fight him. This is why. The first game he called, it was against a team in Mississippi. You know, that's fine. I was away. I kind of let that slide. When I saw him, and again another game when got blown out, I'm like, hold up, that he threw some bad calls. But the third is when he played our third game. Is when I was like, oh, this motherfucker here. Forgive my language, but I was kind of mad because we was already losing. But the thing was, it's just the rest didn't help the problem, And we were doing our jobs, we were doing it to the best of our ability, but we can't really do it when no one comes to practice. But this really said that really made me want to run up and beat the ever hell out of him. I'm not much of a fighter, but this dude got on my skin. He said, and I quote, "That for you? They'd be blogging about it. They just did their job." I'm like, that's my turn. And that's when I almost went ballistic. One of the teammates, my coaches and teammates had to put me back because they saw me. I was flashing. I was going after. Yeah, and since he was a kind of a fatty, I could take him down pretty easily. One punch to the gut, one punch to the groin, he's down.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. Sometimes I feel we need to do like they did. Y'all know what I'm talking about? The longest y'all when they kept on throwing the football in his nuts.
Protect the nuggets. Hey, Uncle Paul, you want to check out another player I got?
What you got?
Hold on, Rudy, before you do that, bro. Let me give a shout out for the rest of the family members in the chat. Much love to you guys, man. I appreciate you being here. I'm going to go a few more minutes in the chat with the family members before we shut the stream down. But this is a reality of being a black and gold family member when you talk about the history of some of the ugly moments in St. Time frame. Last year wasn't so much that in the playoffs because we was looking at that. Really was the last couple of years was really indicative of us just playing subpar Saint style football. Bottom line, man. Yep. We didn't bring it. So we can't blame the rotten referees or the scum sucking chump piece of garbage Goodell. We have to look in the mirror and blame ourselves as a football team that we didn't get up to play and dominate the competition that we needed to in the playoffs. Remember, the Saints are, in my opinion, better than a lot of these teams, but that won't meal a hill of beans if the Saints don't get out and perform.
Because go ahead, Q.
Go ahead, Brother Prime.
I'm just going to say this: if I had a chance to talk to these young men, because I'm 58 years old, that's playing for the Saints, my only message to them is Stop fucking dancing after a win. Don't fucking, excuse my language, don't dance until you win a Super Bowl or you win a championship game. Stop dancing.
I just
You
want
haven't done nothing yet.
I just want Club Saint to stop in the
Yeah, just chill out with that name, man.
Hold up.
And PJ Williams, the hand coordinator.
I just want the playoffs Club Saint to stop. I mean, that's all I want. Go ahead, Pat.
Say, bro, hold up. We gotta think about this here, right? Swagger. That's what we trying to present on defense. The one thing about this here is that most of his defensive players who dance a lot. You know what I'm saying? Mark Ingram, yeah, he used to go ahead, lead the whole team on the shit or whatever like that there. But it's the defensive players. We want them to have that swagger. We want them to go on and have that confidence. If you don't have that confidence, then what in the world are you going out there for?
True.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But you see, you got to pick your times to do that because you done did all that
You gotta pick
celebration.
your time. No. You never pick your times, man. You always go ahead on. You capitalize on the situation because why? Your team members feed on the mentality of what you have. If your team members are feeding on the mentality that you have, that, hey, look, I'm the baddest dude on this field right now. You gotta think that way. If you think that way, bro, the mentality will converge over to the other players. Why do you think Demario Davis do with so much of what he does? He's trying to feed the mentality that he has over to other players.
I understand what you're saying, bro, but it's been 4 years. We don't have the best record in NFC, and we ain't got crap to show for it but some NFC South titles. It's not about NFC South titles. It's about a Super Bowl.
It's about Super Bowls, but then yet, though, at the same time, if you corrupt the whole confidence of the whole situation, then what are you doing then? You're corrupting it. You're not doing anything for it. If you're like, okay, just go ahead on, just be like, all right, that's it. I'm going on it on. You do that there, okay, cool, no problem. But if they go ahead on and say, yeah, we in this piece. We in it together. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about it that way, man. You got to look at it from the hypeness of it, that the next play could be our play to go ahead on and intercept this piece. Get us a touchdown, whatever in the world it is. We don't want to see this offense on the field at all.
Okay, how about this approach? Okay, you do that, but you don't tape it and show it to everybody else, so they could use it against you when you fail.
Use it against you when I fail? Okay. Well, hold on. How in the world do you make progress in life? You fail first, right?
Yeah, failure is an option.
You gotta learn to walk, you learn to run.
Yep, but you gotta pick your moments too. Because you gotta remember life is a marathon and not a sprint.
Hey,
right? Hold on. But in the NFL, it's a sprint because how long are their careers?
Mage, Rob, hold up. I'm gonna give y'all both. I'm gonna give both of y'all a counterpoint. But Mage, I agree that you gotta pick your opportunities. But P-Rob, check this out. While it's good to be confident, you gotta be careful because that confidence can lead to your ego and arrogance, and pride always comes before the fall.
Yep.
If you get pride,
you just said two words just now. You said ego and arrogance. You didn't say pride while you said ego and arrogance.
That's part of pride.
That's part of pride. Let's look at the definition of it, please. I always want to look at the definition of something. So if we go on, we look at the definition of ego and pride. Are we going to go on and see? Are we going to go on and see any definition of words that say the same thing?
But let's try something different. That's all I'm saying for right now. Try something different because when you keep on trying the same thing over and over again and you get the same results, what is that called? That is called insanity.
But
okay, it's called insanity. But that one team was better than you on that day.
Hold up.
No, we did. We screwed. We shouldn't have lost that game against Tampa Bay. We shouldn't have lost against Tampa Bay, and we shouldn't have lost against Minnesota. The Rams game was stolen.
Yeah, it was stolen because the referee ain't throwing a flag on the field. That's why I say you got a referee on the sideline and throw the flag because you know he saw the pass interference and one other referee ain't see it though. You got to know both. You got to know both sides though. That's why I say you missed the call on that on purpose. That's why we got screwed that game. That's why we got robbed in the championship game for a reason.
You're
right. The referee don't do what they're supposed to do, though. That's why I say it's a problem. These referees, they don't get it stuff straight, though. That's why they always got to be ejected. When referees don't do their job, it's going to be concerned with them because they're not doing things they're supposed to do correctly. And that's why I have referees, I'm full of these referees, I'm thinking how the referees always make things so easy for themselves. They take everything for the Saints every time they go because they always against the Saints, and the Saints always against the referees. And that's why the issue with the referees, because they're not going as a player to call the call, but they're not going to do nothing about it. They're going to let the play. But if they beat themselves because they act like that, they take everything out of the way. That's why you don't pay these kind of money to the referee. It ends their job. They put their job as ordered, though. But they got to follow the way they how to do everything correctly, though. But you can't screw the Saints every time in the game, though. If you give us a bad call and you call the penalties on the way that you do, that's what the referee not doing. They're supposed to do and handle their business, though. They're not doing everything how to handle. And that's why they always going to be difficult with the referee. It's not going to be ahead of everything in form, but they're not getting everything the way they're supposed to do anywhere it goes. And that's why I say the referee
better than the refs call.
They got to fix that, though. They got to solve the problem. They got to fix that and get everything straight, though. If the referee can't do it this year, though, it's going to be more mixed up like this, though. And everything, though, if they can't get everything organized and get back to where they're supposed to belong as officials.
As long as
officials always got that always seemed to be problematic for the black gold in my experience. Go ahead, Rudy.
Byron, first off, I agree 100% what you said. Because of this one phrase, attitude reflects leadership and reflects the condition of your heart. You have bad attitude, your heart's not right. And it also reflects leadership, you know. But Big Q, you're gonna love this. We all know why Goodell has a coach, the rest in his back pocket. He's been doing a little too much sucking, if you ask me.
Cut it out. Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna leave my brothers. I'm gonna say this one thing about the players of the Saints. Please, I've been teaching now for 26 years. I've been teaching high school for 22 of those years. And I tell my students all the time, especially my football players, less than 1% of the people who play high school football make it to the pros. When you get there, stop doing stupid shit like driving while you're drunk, driving with your partners that got guns in the car. Stop doing the stupid shit. You're black in America. You have to walk the straight and narrow. You have been blessed to play in the NFL. Stop doing stupid shit. Stop it.
Hey, Mage.
And I'm out with that. I'm gonna listen to your response. Y'all have a good night.
Good night. I want to say something. First off, I agree with you. You gotta stop with this. Everyone's gotta stop with stupid crap. When it comes to the game of football, it's you don't gotta give 110%. No. You gotta give 210%. This is my philosophy. The reason why, because the game of football is 30% physical, 80% mental, and 100% heart. Your heart's not in it. What's the point, you know? If you don't give it your all, there's no point to you doing anything in life.
That's the reason why I say play better than the ref. You know what I'm saying? The one thing about it is this here is that, bro, we good on. We can say all that stuff there, bro. But like I said, we got 11. Oh, there that play go again. God damn. We got 11 players on the field, right? 11 players on the field each time, bro. Those 11 players got to play better than that one guy who's calling that call.
Yep.
That's all it is to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If we're expecting excellence, then we are. You know what I'm saying? We're expecting excellence, man. And these guys have to perform. If they don't perform, bro, then you know what I'm saying? Because you can lose a game on a penalty. And that's the parts where that we are failing at. That's the reasons why, you know what I'm saying? Like basically say we're looking for the no calls, no shows, this, that, and the other, man. Look, I don't care if that ball was thrown over your head, cuz go get that bitch.
Yeah, go get that little
It belongs to you. If it belongs to you, then you know what I'm saying? You gotta have that mentality. And that's where I think that we're failing. Because if you look at it, Colston had that mentality that like Drew threw a ball, bro. I remember Drew threw a ball that was way out of his reach. That dude launched himself to the sidelines for that first down. If you're not willing to do that, then you're not committed to what we're trying to accomplish. He was hurt after the play. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Not
was.
bad.
Yeah.
Sean Payton was in that Tampa game, though.
Yeah, I think that's what I said, bro. I think that Drew Brees when Drew Brees was young in his own prime, though, bro. Drew Brees was fantastic, bro. He know how to make easy throws. He know how to throw everything, like you say, Colston. He had Darren Henderson. He had Robert Mitri, them guys right there, bro. That's why I say, Drew Brees, he find the guys open though, but he not scared to throw the ball, and he not just gonna go take the sack, and he ain't gonna get lost a yard. But Drew Brees always have good vision though, bro. Drew Brees is the mind guy that he always have his eyes and stay focused on the field, and when he make the play and everything. And that's the point that Drew is so good as the quarterback. And he always the best quarterback in the NFL. He's still the legend, bro. He's still the best in the game, though. That's what Drew Brees does. And I'm so honored that he's my quarterback. But I'm so I just want to tell thank you for Drew Brees to be my quarterback for the New Orleans Saints, though, bro. He honored. I salute to you, Drew Brees. You're the best quarterback ever, though, bro, on the planet. And you're always gonna be the legend, though, bro. You always gonna be the good.
Coach, go after me.
Still on the top of the mountain, though, bro. I just want to salute you, Drew Brees. You're my quarterback for life, though. I just want to thank you and appreciate you, my quarterback.
All right, man. Hey, look. Let's. I'm gonna let Coach finish us out, bro. Please. Think about this here. 2006, right? 2006, the Dome. We didn't know who were our two receivers at the time. We knew Joe Horn. Yeah, he was still on the team, right? But we didn't know who was playing outside, right or left, right? Let's think about this here. We had Marcus Colston, Devery Henderson. We ain't know either one of these cats. Really, to say the truth, we knew Devery Henderson because he went to LSU and he was drafted.
Bluegrass Miracle.
Thank you, sir. That was a beautiful play.
It was.
But still, we talking about what was going on with the Saints at that time. Right now, if y'all think about it, we have an opportunity to present that once again.
Yeah, I mean, we're literally basically starting off from scratch like in 06.
Think about it. We don't have Thomas on the other side. Yeah, we got Smith. We know we got it. You know what I'm saying? We know we got that guy right there. We got 10 on that side. But we ain't got nobody on this side of him right now. So we don't know who over there. We don't know who over there.
Yeah, nobody over there.
In the slot. We don't know who in the slot. So it's like a mystery. It's a great mystery for us right now, bro. Let's experience this shit, dog. Let's look at it. Let's go. Somebody
Let's get it. Let's get it, though. That's what I'm saying, though, bro. They don't know. They don't know, P. They don't know, bro. They don't know that you don't have your number one. They don't know they have a number one starter because he's gonna be out. They don't know who's gonna be in the slot. They don't know who's gonna be on the right hand side. But it's a mystery. Okay, it's a mystery. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Listen what I'm saying. We know though, P. They gonna see it though, bro. They gonna see the Saints. They gonna see the Saints offense though, bro. Without the starter, let's go get it though, bro. They gonna see it, but they gonna see it. They gonna look at it. They don't know what they're looking at though, bro. They don't know what they're looking at. But I know what I'm saying is they gonna see it eventually. They gonna see it eventually though, bro. They gonna get it though, bro. It's gonna be a whole lot of field mango, bro. It's like a mango, bro. Like playing musical chairs. You know what I'm saying? Like playing around the rosy, like around the tree and everything. Like playing the playground. Ring but this not the playground you want to play with, though, bro. This not the playground you want to play with the Saints, though, bro. That's not the kind of team you want to play with this year, though. I'm laying high on it. It's going down, bro. It's going down this year, bro.
We gotta get brother Pat Rich a helmet and some shoulder pads. He ready to hit the field.
I got it in my closet. I got it in my closet. You want a piece? I get it right in my closet. I got the shoulder pads with you.
Ready to go.
That's what I was saying. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
Let's go, bro. Let's go, Black Boy Nation. Let's go.
He need a helmet and a
hold
mud
on.
guard and some shoulder pads. He ready to go.
I can actually answer.
It's showtime, bro. It's showtime.
All right. Go ahead, Rudy. I'm gonna give you the last word, bro. We gotta shut.
I can actually answer Byron's quote. Actually not. I want to actually agree with Byron, but at the same time, I want to throw this out there. While he was one of the best quarterbacks there is, Jameis spent an entire year sitting behind Drew Brees and learning his mentality and his process of thought. Drew could see the entire field literally laying down, basically. And while it's right now we don't know who's going to be the wide receiver core. I say this: since Michael Thomas is not going to start, we're going to have Smith and Callaway, or possibly Humphrey starting on the outside, and the slot is going to be McCluskey and probably Baker to start. And this is a whole new. We're literally entering an unknown territory, which is like no one's ever seen. But and now, granted, I want to bring Drew back for at least one game to give him a proper send off with thousands of screaming fans, and when it came to Jameis towards, I believe, the end of that Tampa game in the playoffs, Drew turned to Jameis and whispered in his ear and said, this is your team now. Literally handing the baton off to him. Who better than and think about what happened. Like, well, granted, Teddy Bridgewater is more of a check down quarterback. He's okay, but he's more backup material. Think about how much he learned under Drew Brees in 2 years. Does 5-0 mean something to you guys?
Yes, indeed.
This is how much of a leadership he had. And on the
Let's go.
Everyone to dinner and said, look, guys, and set them down and said, and this is a players only dinner. He's like, look, guys, I am at the Rams. He's like, look, guys, I am not Drew Brees. So can you please play like I'm not Drew Brees? And that's when the defense gelled and everything just went like clockwork. But I'm really excited for this year, and because we can actually
let's go.
Some of our
let's go, baby. Let's go.
Our returners and our defensive cornerbacks as a wide receiver as an option. That's always going to be an option because the best cornerbacks were once wide receivers. Case in point, Richard Sherman.
Right.
Most people forget that. He was there that wild 2007 season in college.
Boy, they don't know they missing. They don't know they missing though, boy.
Let's go.
They don't know they missing. I'm telling you how it's gonna go, bro.
We gonna stop it right there, fam, man. We're gonna pick it up tomorrow, fam. We'll be back tomorrow. With more, I'm gonna be back with the Saturday stream. And for the
I'll be in tomorrow, baby.
I'll make sure to drop some plays.
I'll be in the house.
I'll be in the building, baby. I'll be in the building.
For the rest of the family members asking about the Pelican post-game report, it won't be tonight. That'll be Saturday night. It'll be Saturday. So just be looking out for the notification on that, fam. So we'll have both streams. We have some stuff to cover from both sides.
Hey, Q,
busy on both sides.
Hey, Q, what time you gonna do the TSC show tomorrow? Cause I know we got training camp gonna be going all day tomorrow. What time you gonna do that show?
It'll recap after training camp's over, brother Byron. Once it
okay, I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna watch the training camp tomorrow morning. But I mean, they're gonna have training camp all day, but it might be in by 3 o'clock. Cause that's the time training gonna be probably finished.
Yeah, toward the afternoon time, it's supposed to be wrapped.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, it's probably gonna end by 3 o'clock. And those things gonna be at 9:30 because they're gonna have all training camps gonna be starting at by 8 o'clock in the morning. So that's why I said I was gonna make sure what time you're gonna have the show gonna start. For TSC.
Right. It'll be in the afternoon time. I'll say around maybe 5 or so.
I'll be there. I'll be afternoon. Gotcha. I'll be there 3 afternoon.
So just family members that know, just hit the notification bell. And hopefully the damn thing notify you. Some it do, some it don't. I mean, it's a crapshoot. I don't run it, bro. I just tell you. They said
I be shooting dice.
Yeah, you already know how it is, Q, bro. You know we gotta do that.
I ain't gonna tell you I ain't make the thing, but I tell you, it ain't perfect. It ain't a perfect system.
No, it ain't gotta be perfect, but just smash it.
I'll make sure to drop some more plays.
It'll be on the recap. KK, the recap will be on this channel. The Saints tomorrow. The Pelican post game report. We'll do a recap of the draft and get thoughts from the family members who didn't chime in on the 5-hour stream we did on Thursday. You can chime in tomorrow night. So with that being said,
good night.
Okay, Gundam. I mean, Damon, can you answer that Gundam question? Okay, what was the Gundam question? Hold on. Oh, the Jameis Winston question you talking about, Damon? Yeah, I can answer that. I mean, that's Coach Payton's preference. He decided to bring Taysom into the start of the season. I mean, that was Coach Payton's decision. He felt comfortable coming from off of last season. Taysom was higher on the depth chart than Winston. Remember, Jameis was underneath him. Taysom started last year, so Drew retired. Taysom moves up the depth chart, and Jameis up underneath him. That doesn't necessarily mean that's how it's going to stay. Coach Payton did say that he's going to switch him and put Taysom on the second team and Jameis on the first team. It'll probably be sometime next week. Sometimes he'll switch him. Don't get caught on that.
I think James got some starting, like some first team starting reps this day.
Yeah, that's what I thought this morning. He had the first rep. Yeah, he had the first rep. The offense. I mean, not the offense. The first rep of the the split, and then this is the second rep. So that's what I say. Sean Payton gonna switch them up though, but he's not gonna use one guy and not gonna do the other guy though. I think Sean Payton know what he's doing. He's gonna use both of these guys though, because he know that he like both James and Taysom, but he know that he gonna get everything with them boys involved in this offense, putting the reps at the same time. So he held by him the whole time, one way.
Oh, no problem, Damon. No, appreciate you, brother. No problem, Damon. But listen, Pat, go ahead, Pat, right quick.
Look, all right, this is how it's gonna operate. Taysom and Jameis is tempo of how they control the offense. All right, that's what you have to realize. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why he went ahead on. He let Taysom control it first, really, because why? Taysom was familiar with the offense last year. So let's see, you know what I'm saying, how he's developed this year so far, right? Okay, cool, no problem. Let's see what Jameis has the next week or whatever like that there to go on and see what happens with him. You know, he has a short period of time just to go on and see these gentlemen, right?
Yeah.
We have a short period of time, man. And we have to pick within that short period of time of who's the best decision. It's a crapshoot.
And then it's gonna come down.
Let's just go ahead on, bro. Let's just go give them both benefit of the doubt and let them play. Let them play out the position. Let's not choose either side or anything like that at all, bro. Let them play that out and let the coach go ahead on and make the best decision, bro, for us. Because guess what? We have a voice, yes, on this channel. But when it comes down to them on that field,
it's a different way.
It's a different way.
I want to have
you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Q. My bad. I'm out.
No, you good, P. You good.
You're good. I do agree with probably going to most likely switch and this year, but there's one name we're always forgetting, and he's in that quarterback room just as and he's fighting just as hard. Ian Book, yeah, we sleeping on him. That dude.
I'm not sleeping on Ian Book.
No, I'm saying I hadn't heard much about him. I haven't heard anything about him. And this dude, was told me looks like the next Drew Brees, but there's only going to be one Drew Brees, but he has the potential to be like that caliber, even better. And the thing is, I think he's literally in the best position he can ever be in. How many people can literally come from college to being drafted late and literally?
Hold on. Let's put it this way: to the Harvard of quarterback camps, the Harvard, as put about Jameis Winston. This is Harvard. Sean Payton is the fucking Princeton, Harvard, the best of the best, the creme de la creme.
That's what he is.
Believe. And the reason why Sean Payton is so good and has so good offensive mind and literally tear apart defense is because he was a quarterback himself. That's what people tend to forget. He was
Chicago Bears, number 16. Yes, go ahead.
He was intercepted by the New Orleans Saints. Dude, he was a scab quarterback, And of course, that interception helped him realize he couldn't do this. He's like, you know what? Let me go in coaching.
Yeah, and that's why Sean Payton is so as a mindful, because he always is the genius, because he know he has to correct as the head coach, because everything he do things the right, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I say Sean Payton know what he's doing though. Sean Payton everything he made so easy for himself. He not make things tough because Sean Payton is more better though, that he proves himself that he can be as a head coach that he is. but I know that eventually because Sean Payton always is a rocket science because he always have a good brain. And that's the key to it, though. You know what I'm saying? But I think today, that's it. Ian Book is a good quarterback. That's what we drafted him in the reason out of fourth round pick. Ian Book is a good. But hey,
he's just gonna be a steal of the draft, I believe.
What if Sean Payton used Ian Book in the game? Now, don't be surprised. They're gonna be surprised if Ian Book in the game and he might even use Taysom as a backup, as a gadget anyway good. Sean Payton might do something. He might come up his sleeves and say, okay, we got a rookie quarterback we just drafted, right? And we got a veteran quarterback and we got a backup. You think Sean Payton not gonna put Ian Book in the game and use some players that he can do?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, it's no.
He probably can do that though. Okay.
But those two.
So it might get
I'm gonna have to cut it off. I mean, y'all dudes about to go a whole nother hour breaking this.
Hey, man, we go 2 hours.
Can I just say this, please, Q? Can I just get this out? Okay, let's break it down to brass tacks. Okay, if you look at it, Ian Book, right? Being in the Drew Brees stop system. Okay, Ian Book being the next Drew Brees or whatever like that there, right? We're not looking at that part of the situation, okay? What we're looking at is this here is that, okay, right now, we are the Harvard. That's what I'm saying, bro. There is no other way that you can come through this system. Jameis will succeed through this system. Taysom will play the gadget play. Ian Book will be number 2. Taysom will be number 3, so that way he can play his position. Bruh, we have to look at it. Taysom is a tight end. He plays special teams. He plays, you know what I'm saying, a wide receiver. He plays a running back. Dude, he's a switch gadget player. You gotta play your part. You feel what I'm saying, dude? So why in the world are we going ahead and trying to go ahead? You know, Sean Payton's putting this in front of his eyes, possibly. Yes,
yeah, on his head.
Understand that, but when you got somebody who's played the quarterback position, who knows how to read the field itself, and has been sitting out a year on the sideline, actually getting a preview of what he could potentially do within, I say again, the system. The reason why you have not seen him thrown downfield like talking about it is because the system works.
It always works. That's what James do, though. James always make things work. But that's why I say he is going to be the guy.
But I'm saying Sean Payton's system works. Reason why I'm saying that is because if you know, Poston was not the fastest receiver on the field, right?
Exactly.
Okay, Devery Henderson was your fastest receiver. Then you had Robert Meacham come along also. You see what I'm saying? I mean, like, So you look at who were your receivers. Who did you have? But your most reliable person was your fastest person on the field, bro. And that's what we gotta look at right now. We gotta look at it like this here: is that Jameis is going to work the system.
That's what he is. That's what he is, P.
That's it, bro.
And that's why I said you got all the guys that's gonna play in this offensive system that he had with Jameis because you have all these weapons around that.
I know I'm just running this shit.
Y'all got great commentary, man.
No, we're the best, though, bro. We're the best anyway, bro. That's how the show, man.
We're gonna open the stream tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna do it tomorrow, though, bro. We're gonna shut it down, though, man.
Jameis is about the same age when Drew started on Saints. Let's keep that into consideration.
It is. Yeah.
All right.
I'll keep that though. No name.
Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all, man, for being here as well. Appreciate
appreciate BQ, man. We already know we got love for you, man. We always do everything. That's how we do it.
No, you know how I feel.
I feel like when Byron, P-Rob, and Mika together,
I'm gonna holler at y'all tomorrow, man.
We're gonna holler at tomorrow, BQ. Let's go shut it down. I'll let you go that for life, baby. We holler at you tomorrow, bro. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome. #1 sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies and the vets, players you should look at. It's the sports coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest talking Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Payton, New Orleans, Who Dat Nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or robbery could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the Sports Coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
WhoThatDaily.com. That's right, the WhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, and even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who Dat and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, WhoThatDaily.com is your site. The WhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who Dat in all of us.